This guy's a real. Oh, there's the black guy. That sounded so wrong out of context, but oh no, never mind. It's not the. No, oh, never mind. It's not the black elite. It's just a shield.
The black elites don't show up for a while.
Okay. They're just shield guys. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I was right. We gotta fight the bear. The man-eating bear's real, Nick, and we gotta fight it.
This is for Squidward.
This is for Squidward. There it is. We gotta fight the bear. Oh my gosh! I gotta fight a bear, Nick.
This is for Squidward.
Fucking anti-sea bear circle, but don't worry, I do got my anti-sea rhino underpants though, just in case.
That's important. The sound of a sea bear will always attract a sea rhino.
Exactly. Fake size monthly told me so. Huh. Oh, Jeebus! Oh god! In front of the room. Oh my gosh! It's Professor Farnsworth! That's amazing! Good
news, everyone! Today we'll be having a lab on magnetic fields. Find a partner and get prepared.
Whoa! Why are you like this? What's happened to your thing? Hold on. Oh, let me fix this. Let me fix this. Wham! There we go. Do 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 I'm going to jump! Mr. Carlos Sidusky is giving a lecture on the inverse of tangents. Oh my gosh! Oh! Okay. Feel the heat? Oh my gosh! Oh, let's go! We're gonna punch the shit out of a bear! No! Damn it! I messed up! Fuck! It's okay, it's okay. It's almost dead, it's almost dead. One last hit should do the trick! Yeah! I killed a bear, Nick. With my bare hands. I love this game. Oh, never mind. We didn't kill the bear. We just beat the shit out of it. Did we earn the bear's respect and it just leaves us alone? Yeah! We earned the bear's respect and now it's gonna leave us alone, Nick. This is 10 out of 10 game. 10 out of 10. What was that? Wait. Ah! Jesus Christ, where'd it go? Holy fuck, where'd it go? No! Oh god. Oh fuck, I should have brushed it off me. Fuck, where'd it go? Ah! Fuck, where'd it go? Oh my gosh, where is it? Where is it? Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Alright, come on. Okay, there we go. It's just this damn fucking elite. It's just this stupid piece of shit elite. Oh my gosh! You stupid motherfucking grunt! I hope whatever mother gave birth to you dies in a shithole. There we go. Fuck you, elite. I hope your firstborn child dies in front of your eyes, right in your arms.
Are you okay?
I'm a little angry, Nick. That's all. I'm just a little angry. Don't worry.
して罪を償えと。多分、奥寺も罪の多い人生。
Let be known that Shao
Oh
the
my
Hedgehog
gosh!
is one
Why
of
do
the...
you keep... Damn it, Nick, your timing is always terrible, man. We're in the middle of a really fucking tragic story, and you always ruin the timing.
I didn't fucking know.
Gosh.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god. Pay attention! Did you hear us going like, oh, fuck. You know,
No,
damn.
Chase, my stream is muted
Well,
because we're talking.
well, that's exactly it. You can hear us talking right now. Did you hear us going? Oh my gosh! And did you hear not say? Yeah, it's a real tragic story.
No.
Well, then pay attention. Jesus Christ. She looks a mess. Oh, her wings. Why is the saxophone music playing? No! Oh my goodness. Hey, old lady, are you that outsider who got lost in the mountain? That's me, ma'am. Well, you're
James.
healed now. To get out of town. Oh my gosh, what you want? You're like a needy child. Like, Dad, Dad, look. At least I can joke around with Morbius, you know. Even if it's. Oh shit! I ran into the guy! I got distracted by money! No! Oh, they told me the money was the evil of man. I should have listened.
Yeah, the Conqueror
I don't think
had
it would be as. I don't think it would be as brutal as the Syrians, but they would be more Syrian-esque. It's hard to be as brutal as the Syrians.
Well, yes, but it's at a later time.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff that we associate with civilization, Greece would not be the way it is because remember, as you mentioned, the Bronze Age was a massive trading time, and when you have trade, you're open to ideas, as well and interactions.
But what I'm...
Oh my gosh! The bear's back! Yamashi! Ah! Oh my gosh, bear! A bear came out of the truck! It's a bear from the zoo! Everyone run! Call the police! Bear! Everyone move, run! Someone! Oh my gosh! Yama-Orochi is back! This one's like a oh no, never mind, it's not Yama-Orochi, but it's still a bear! Let's go! Ah! Hey you! Get away! What are you thinking? I'm gonna beat up a bear! If I'm...
I feel like there's a line between how far Transformers can go into fantasy before it kind of gets... before a lot of the things we, like, mostly know about Transformers stops really mattering.
No!
Oh, no!
Why is he still alive? Oh my god! I fucking hate Guilty Spark! Why is he still alive? Oh!
Come on!
You know what's better?
It's fun!
You want me to spoil something small? You want me to spoil something small?
If it's a small thing, then sure, go ahead.
The elites are blind, Arbiter.
Well, it confirms if a character is alive in a third game or not.
Oh my gosh. No! Baba! Don't do it!
Yeah, beat the life into it. I love that. He just...
I'll make I'll make you live by showing you how terrible your death would be. Reed, how the fuck did this happen?
Look, I just used the USB Trish said.
Oh, I knew it! Oh, I'm gonna kill her! Oh, I'm gonna kill her! Ooh, I'm going to fucking murder a dinosaur! Ooh! Ooh! Just a quick reminder that I do have stream elements. There's a $50 monthly goal. You can tip, donate, etc., whatever you want to call it. You do not have to if you don't want to. Oh, okay. Here we go. Ah, look at that. Our PNGs are messed up. Hold on. Last minute fix. Stop right here. Alright. I guess in the meantime, la la la. Say something, guys. Just real quick.
Something?
Thank you. Alright.
You're welcome.
Alright. How's the... welcome. Thank you.
Welcome.
Alright. Audio's good, Chelsea? Alright, there we go. Okay.
Audio's
I
good.
love that.
Yay.
I just want to say I love that you got that.
I know. It's one of my favorite SpongeBob episodes. Thank you.
That bus just hated SpongeBob for some reason.
That was just a petty boss. I love that episode because that.
Also, can we appreciate the fact that even though he didn't succeed, Patrick went back for SpongeBob?
That's right, he did. That's true friendship right there.
Don't tell him about the later seasons of SpongeBob.
What? Are they not friends anymore?
It's more like,
Slanderization.
yeah, Patrick probably wouldn't go back.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like, Genius. It happens to most adult cartoons that's been around for so long. All the characters, all the positive traits you think about in the early parts of the show, that it's like,
I
oh
know.
yeah, these are.
I'm aware.
They just get sanded away.
I'm aware. I honestly miss when Chris was just a fucking dumbass. Cause he had Chris when he was just a dumbass in Family Guy had some like genuine amazing moments I love so much.
Oh my gosh, I'm drowning!
So my grandpa drowned his lake. He tried to save his reflection, who he thought was drowning. No way!
Hey, he looked in the lake, saw his reflection, and drowned, trying to save himself.
No way! That's what happened to mine.
That's why my mom doesn't let me look in the toilet anymore.
That's why my mom doesn't let me look in the toilet anymore. And then there's also the follow up to the joke just afterwards when she leaves. Oh my gosh! Oh,
I'll be sure to learn to write to send you letters, and I'll be sure to learn to read.
So yeah, no, I don't talk about the job. I miss, I mean, there's some moments like with the current Chris that I do kind of like, but like I really do just miss when Chris was just dumb, because he had some of the most hilarious shit you would say. It was
Rumble, you idiots! We must, in order to cut our budget, we must fire our most dumb Decepticon. Rumble, you are here banished from the Decepticons. But if I banish, how will I know who's the dumbest Decepticon is?
My God, you're right. Rumble, stay put! We'll have to sort this out. Yeah, I really do just miss, like, dumb. There's also some really. There wasn't much early Family Guy I've seen, but like from what I've seen, there's also some really genuinely good Peter moments I do love too. There's
a lot, Chang. There's a lot.
I guess the first thing that comes to mind that I remember is just, Dad, what's that? Why, that sun is the planet Mercury, the planet close to the sun. Strange
what it's doing here by the wharf.
Lord, I have
But
the
we should probably
foggiest-
pause.
I'm a guy, you jackass!
jackass!
You rewatched Wani Gator stream earlier, Chelsea? Oh, cool, thanks. Is that Digimon you see? Yeah, but SGT is gonna be running late, so but don't worry. Like by the time he comes, we'll most likely be like on his topic. So
Yeah.
what's the blowhole for, Ray? Well, I can tell you what it's not for, Ray. And when you
do, you'll learn why I can never go back to SeaWorld.
Also, speaking of blowholes, Rubber Moon Part 2 is out.
Yeah, what an absolute stinker. Oh my goodness. Did you I didn't learn until I watched Moist Critical's Charlie's video. Zack Snyder really wanted this to be a fucking 6-parter. He wanted you to sit down for six 4-hour movies of Rebel Moon.
That sounds horrible.
It does. It actually sounds
sounds like somebody who's up their own
Zach, you might as well make a TV show or an animated show at that point.
I honestly don't think he should.
You might actually. Well, he should be. He wouldn't be bad as a choreographer.
Zach strikes me as the kind of person who thinks animation is for children.
He probably does. I mean,
he does.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything to go by, like all his the whole Zack Snyder Batman vs Superman is it would be a dead horse if Snyder himself doesn't keep bringing it up. That's also the thing. The whole Batman vs Superman and thing would be a dead horse if the director himself just stops bringing it up. But every time he does, it's just always what are you saying? What are you saying? So, if anything is to go by there, yeah, he most likely does not appreciate animation at all.
And that's, which is funny, because half of his movie is basically animation.
That's true. That is true.
It's also inspired by anime or a comic book.
But no, that animation's for kids.
Let's not insult. All right, let's catch Zack Snyder break this once. We don't definitively know if this is what he thinks is just speculation.
True, but
I doubt he'll think differently, but he might think differently.
Maybe.
Isn't so guilty, gentlemen?
Maybe. Did Zack Snyder fuck in a movie, Chelsea? You could say metaphorically. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Rebel Moon movies is just him just giving himself, metaphorical fellatio going on. Just, I'm such a good filmmaker.
Changus.
6 parts of Rebel Moon.
90%. That's 90% of Zack Snyder's works.
Yeah, but
it's some form of masturbation.
Yeah, but I don't think he planned to I don't think he planned to my Snyder cut for Justice League is it's 10 parts, each 4 hours long.
Hey.
Oh, I'm such a good filmmaker.
All right. Zack Snyder also, on the other hand, he also even with giving him the benefit of the doubt, I also think if he got in the other direction, he would probably take the wrong lesson out of it.
True.
He also strikes the guy watch to watch a movie. He might be in animated movies, but just only the adult ones.
Yeah.
And take all the wrong, lessons out of it.
Yeah.
He's a person who just thinks. It's just to me that he just thinks he's still in high school. Yeah, he's trying to say that this high school level thinking in terms of storytelling and what is cool.
Yeah.
Is mature.
He's what would happen if you give a cinematographer the director's seat.
I generally think Zack Snyder is a really interesting visual director. It's just the guy can't fucking write for shit. I wonder if he even has an editor for his stuff. Like someone's got like sit down with him, read a script, and go, but Zach, why do we need like a 10-minute long slow motion scene of just some person running in the rain? Because
he seems to be the kind of guy who, at this point, the only reason he is allowed to get away with this stuff is that he's a veteran, and he made like one popular movie, which is 300, and he has a distinctive style. So,
but I feel like
all the people he brought along are yes men.
But like 300 kind of worked because that's not really his story. It was Frank Miller's story.
Exactly.
So
like he's like Ridley Scott when it comes to historical advisors. Ridley Scott, based on an interview actually with one of the historical advisors for Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
Ridley Scott likes to hire yes men. And at most you can do is try to advise Ridley Scott on historical accuracies. He will only take into account in terms of visuals.
Yeah.
If that's why Napoleon, like one of the best aspects is the costumes and the setting.
Yeah.
The setting stuff. So it makes you think that it's actually authentic. If then you watch the actual film and you want to just jump off a cliff.
Well, I think it's
Which honestly, that just makes it more insidious.
Yeah.
I think I remember saying. I remember saying that like after watching Napoleon, like even just as a normal film, it's kind of not the greatest. Like sure there is the historical accuracy, but like it's also like there's just a lot of issues with that. It's like that just mostly just kind of boils down to me asking when I was watching the movie, what's the point here, Ridley? What are you trying to say? Like it's like oh are you? It's like I remember leaving the theater like, so are you saying that like, oh, Napoleon is this evil guy, ooh, that he was just this pathetic wimp that needed that needed a woman, but like at the same time it is like, but I can't just make him completely of a wimp, otherwise people will be mad at me.
Well, because it's also not true.
Yeah, but like
there's actually a great video out there by actually a historical miniature wargaming channel called Little Wars TV. So he did a 30-minute video of essentially how he would do a rewrite of Napoleon. So one of the things he would actually do, and he did set up some rules, including a negative view of Napoleon. So the way he would do it, is actually specify 2 years of Napoleon's life.
Okay.
And it's the crucial 2 years, which the film Napoleon skipped over.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yes.
Which ones?
It skipped over what happened after the invasion of Russia that caused the situation for him to give up the throne. So there was another war of coalitions and Battle of I think I'm trying to think. There's a Pacific battle.
Battle of the Nations, I think.
Yes, Battle of the Nations. Yeah, it's
Napoleon
6 days campaign, but essentially in that Battle of Leipzig. Leipzig. So essentially what's happened is that all the other nations after Napoleon's massive humiliation of Russia, all the other nations gather up to like, this is our time. Let's take him down.
Okay. Josephine was
And-
Napoleon's wife, Chelsea.
First wife, too. Yeah. So Leipzig was a crucial battle, crucial campaign. By the way, this is campaign, so
All right.
even though there's a battle, it's actually connected to a longer strings of like campaigns and maneuvers because, much like in Gettysburg, or like maneuvering was always important in this area of warfare.
All right.
Maneuvering your large armies to have like fewer pitch battles, but yeah, it's during that he would pick the film around that because it's Napoleon's fall from grace because he has to go back home, rebuild an army from scratch.
Oh, okay.
A lot of his veterans are gone, so. And then he has to battle a bunch of nations over again. He also has to deal with the politics of his court, and there's political intrigue, and it ends, as you know, Napoleon having to give up the throne, with the army of Paris leading into the intro of Waterloo, the film Waterloo, like the best Napoleon film.
Yeah.
But the film. His version of the film would end with Napoleon on the island and basically saying, there's still work to be done.
Okay.
Like his ambition, like you still get that ambition.
I see.
So, like for him, that year, those 2 years, was the actual fall of Napoleon, not Waterloo.
Okay.
Because the argument is that by the time Napoleon came back and did the whole Waterloo, like the Waterloo campaign is just, if he won Waterloo, it would have been a delay of the inevitable.
Oh, okay.
Because what happened is that by the time of Leipzig and Waterloo, all the generals now who Napoleons are facing are either former generals under his command or people who studied his tactics.
The King of Sweden was one of his former generals.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Bernadotte.
And his royal family is still on the throne to this day.
Wow. Damn.
You know what? You know, one of Napoleon's grandnephews helped found the FBI.
Of course.
Look it up.
Wow.
You can look it up right now. He did.
Look,
Okay.
at this point,
Let me see.
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, somehow Japan has some involvement of Napoleon. Like, Napoleon has some influence in Japanese history. Like,
Charles Joseph Bonaparte. Wow. Good job. Good job, jackass. You created the FBI. I hope you're.
well, technically, it was the government. He was just one of the founding members.
Still, jackass. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a.
Could be worse. Could be CIA.
That's true. It could be the CIA.
Blame World War II on that one.
Don't you love this? Don't you love our alphabet agencies? I sure do. Everyone's simp for your favorite. Everyone's simp for your favorite alphabet agency.
I'm gonna simp for the IRS.
Well, now,
Hopefully, if I simp them hard enough, they'll let me.
now that is just pure evil, man. Fuck you.
Hopefully, if I simp for them hard enough, I'll be able to get some of my tax dollars back.
Look, if I simp hard enough for the ATF, anyone who I don't like will have their dogs get killed.
Wow. I don't know. I think the IRS is more evil, just because they're just straight up taking your money. So
they don't need.
They shouldn't
don't
even
even need to exist. They're just an analog AI at this point.
An analog. Hello
Like,
there. We are
Have
here.
you seen the fat electrician video on the IRS? It's hilarious.
No, I don't.
It's
really,
hilarious.
I don't really watch Fat Electrician.
Damn.
Was it Anime Guy? He showed me some of it on stream. Well, but then that was about it. But then like it was all like just videos of like warships and stuff. So no,
well, he does also general history. He also has a second channel called Fact Files, which is anything that is not military, and it's
okay.
That's the one I showed you on the Breadgate video.
Right, Breadgate.
He has one on the IRS, and
okay. Yeah. All right. Wow.
Where like the IRS would even help criminals as long as they get their tax cut.
As long as they get their tax cut. Don't mind.
Listen, that's what Capone. That's what Capone. The lesson Capone learned.
That's what the lesson Capone learned.
Like, there's a reason why the Joker pays his taxes.
You remember the
And the IRS can't just and the IRS don't have an obligation to report any criminal activities to the government.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the IRS really is the most evil out of the alphabet agencies. I don't like them. They should just go away. Go away! Let me keep my money, you bastards! Let me.
Federal income tax just should not exist. I mean, legally, it is not even supposed to exist.
Yeah, it was a wartime measure at one point, and then because we banned alcohol, that we had to get an income tax.
Prohibition was a mistake.
Prohibition. Yeah.
God, everything just went downhill after Prohibition. You bastards! Let people drink their booze! Let people drink their booze and eat their steak.
Okay, to be fair, the booze abuse was a lot more respected than it is today.
Yeah, but still, Prohibition was most likely is a mistake. That was a mistake.
Well, yeah, it is a mistake, but it's not the downhill thing.
No, but I feel like things start to go downhill around that time, so like what was hold on, let me see. I'm looking at Prohibition was like it was like it ended like Prohibition ended right at around the beginning of the Depression, right? Like it was it was around
right in the middle.
Like it started around the
time.
1920s and it ended 1930 something. So it was around the early mid Depression. I don't know.
33.
33. Yeah, 33. So that's early Depression there. So yeah, so I think things started going downhill once they introduced Prohibition, and then Depression just made things worse than it was. So yeah.
No, it went downhill as soon as Woodrow Wilson got into office. So it's Teddy Roosevelt's fault, actually.
I thought you liked Teddy Roosevelt.
Well, yeah, but
he made a mistake.
A massive mistake.
So the Republicans were going to get a 100% victory until Teddy Roosevelt decided to run for a third term. Then he split the vote between him and Taft.
And
then
Taft.
Who did not get trapped in a tub.
Yeah, but that Family Guy song's funny though. William Howard Taft. Oh no! Look, I'm just saying. I think things went down. I stand by what I say. I think things start going downhill around the time of around that, just that era, like Prohibition, Depression, everything was just going downhill. You know what? Just screw the early 1900s in general. Damn 1900s. Why don't we just go back to I don't know what was peak America era.
Angus. There is. You really want to go back to the 50s?
Have we started our topics yet?
No, Jenkins, we're doing the shenanigans.
Well, all right. Well.
Anybody seen that Kingdom Come Deliverance trailer? That looks really good.
No, what is that?
It's the medieval game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Apparently, they're trying to put an entire medieval city into the
Wow.
RPG.
Damn. Okay.
It's done before. It's been done before. Witcher 3
Oh.
did
Okay.
it.
Do I want to see your black cast on the back of a bus, right? No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, you know what? You know what? Let's. You know what? How about we don't talk?
Speaking
I can
of
say it if you don't want to.
segregation,
I don't think segregation has much to do with Transformers.
yes, it is because
What?
there's clearly is a class society in Transformers 1.
Okay, I guess there is. I guess you got a point there.
I watched the
And
movie
it's-
today.
Oh, which one?
Semi-Pro.
Semi-pro?
It's a Will Ferrell comedy about basketball.
Will Ferrell. Oh.
Call
Oh.
me a jive turkey.
There's like 2000s like Will Ferrell like comedy stuff. I never saw this, but I saw it was a soccer movie, Kicking and Screaming. I remember watching that one.
Mhm.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
I think
I liked it. I like Kicking and Screaming.
I saw the.
Mm.
It wasn't him, shit, but it's in the same vein. Dodgeball.
Dodgeball?
It's Ben Stiller one.
Oh, Ben Stiller. Okay.
He plays the villain.
Of course he does. That's amazing. That's that's great. Rumble went back to Rodwell? What? What are you saying, Chelsea? What's Rodwell? You mean Roswell? Like Area 51? Okay. Alright. Okay, that's what you mean. Okay. Alright then, okay. Well, I guess speaking of Rumble, he's not in this movie. At least as far as I know. Okay. I guess now we can finally move on with our topics for tonight. So, I guess if you've been living on a rock, if you hadn't noticed, there's a new Transformers movie coming out. It's completely animated now. Like it's I think this is
You
like
could say Transformers animated.
well, it's not Transformers animated. I wish it was. I wish it was. That's peak Transformers right there. Besides Beast Wars, but no, this is like I think, if I remember, I believe this is like the first animated like feature film since the '86 movie. Predacons Rising doesn't count. That's like a TV movie that's really just meant to be like a overglorified episode of Transformers Prime. So I don't count Predacons Rising as a movie. So, but give us season 4 of Animated Ray. Not gonna happen, man. I wish it did, but it's not gonna happen. No, but yeah, but I believe this is the first time since the '86 movie that we're getting a full-on animated feature film of Transformers, and yeah, it's called Transformers 1, because it's the origin story. It's the first story of the Transformers. It's their origins back on Cybertron. I don't like the name. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't like it being called Transformers 1.
It's really stupid.
Yeah,
There's this same shit with Xbox.
yeah. I don't like the.
this
whole...
is like I'm going to the comics track, and it's like okay. I'm picking up Transformers issue 1, and then what? There's gonna be another one that's gonna be like
There's Transformers.
like Transformers, or like the Transformers 1. And then it's like, come on.
Issue 1. See, I don't like the name of Transformers. It's called Transformers 1, but you see 4 in the thumbnail. You're thinking big brain there, Chelsea. Damn. She's Giga Brain right there. But no, yeah, I don't like the title, but call it that because this is the origin story of, I guess, Transformers, or this is the story before the war between the Autobots and Decepticons. It's all about Optimus and Megatron being friends and stuff, and then it's the falling out of this friendship that ends up becoming, the war that literally, destroyed your planet. Good job, Megatron and Optimus. You guys did a wonderful job there. So yeah, trailer came out. I'm not gonna really say much, to be honest, because I think I've already said my thoughts on the trailer like several streams now. Well, no, maybe 1 or 2 streams. It came out 1 or 2 days ago. So yeah. So I'm not gonna say much. I'll just quickly go over some thoughts and stuff. So I guess the big thing is, am I looking forward to this movie? Yeah. Question mark. So I say that because from what I've been reading and director interviews and stuff, and just also some of the stuff I've seen in this trailer, this does have a lot of potential to be a very fascinating and unique take on the Transformers story. I generally believe that I think this is actually the first time we'll actually see Megatron and Optimus actually interacting with each other as friends. Because the origin story they're telling here is not completely original. This is something that was introduced back in the show Transformers Prime, where the whole Align continuity, which is the idea that before the war, Optimus and Megatron were, two best buds, good friends, and then due to ideological differences of what they want, for the sake of their world.
Professor X and Magneto.
Exactly. It's Professor X and Magneto, there are ideological differences, and it ends up falling out. I guess the difference between Professor X and Magneto is they fuck up their entire world in the process of their little fight. So, yeah. But this is not a completely original story. But the thing is, well, I guess idea, but I do think this might be the first time that we will actually see this relationship, because even Transformers Prime, we're told that they were friends. We were told. I don't really count, the flashback matte paintings they used in the show as actually showcasing their friends. I'm talking about actual dialogue between them as friends. I think the closest we ever got was 10 seconds in one episode of Cyberverse, and that was kind of it.
Cyberverse is the only one that I know of that actually did a little bit of exploring.
A little bit. Yeah, but
we had a bit in the bar where Optimus Prime is helping Megatron with his speech.
Right.
We see him present, them both present in the demonstration, and then we see confrontation scene.
Yeah, where you see they're falling out. But this is the first time we actually see the development of this falling out. So I think this is a good opportunity to actually explore this for once. I think that's honestly. So I've said before that I'm not too big on the whole origin of Optimus and Megatron being friends, because I understand why Transformers likes to doing this version of the origin, because the idea is you're raising Optimus and Megatron to a level essentially modern day mythological legends. This is godhoods, a classic mythological tale of these legendary figures of old, that their falling out had just such a tragic and tremendous effect on everyone around them. And I get why.
I'll be real.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll be real honest. As someone who has ingested a lot of Transformers through osmosis, and has seen Prime, animated and a bit of Prime years ago that I don't remember anything. I feel this strikes me as over interconnectivity.
I agree. Yeah, I'm not too big on
it was fine. It's like when you're watching Babylon 5 and you're watching in the beginning and you're like,
Hmm.
Wait, I thought their first meeting was like season 2 episode. These guys should not be like 4 of the main characters should not be in the same room in a prequel movie. That's too much.
Okay.
You feel like their first meeting should be later.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I get like the story point because it's easier to establish a connection with the hero and villain when you have them know each other.
Exactly.
In some way, it's like the Spider-Man effect, but also when you much like the Spider-Man effect when you abuse it too much. Like I would say, a lot of the Spider-Man films have that tendency of like we need to connect it to Spider-Man personally somehow.
Right.
You ruin the other cool aspects of you do with storytelling, like the idea that Megatron killed this random dude, like in the OG continuity. Megatron just killed this random dude and his girl.
Yeah, and
during one of his raids, and that person ends up becoming his worst nightmare.
Yeah, like me and Nick joke about it all the time. Like the idea just has Megatron. Who's that you just killed? I don't know, some jackass. He's not gonna bite me in the ass.
Starscream, it's not. Starscream, relax. There's no way this is going to bite me in the ass in any way.
Hey, Megatron! Who the hell are you? The guy who's gonna bite you in the ass! Damn it, Starscream! So yeah, like
another thing is that it's before the war.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes it worse, the over interconnectivity that they're friends like before the war. That's like and then they become like the big 2 leaders. I feel like I don't know, maybe if they did it a lot during the war it would be a bit easier.
Well, because it just ends up framing the war as just their entire war is just one giant just like bad breakup fight.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
It doesn't like that.
Yeah. So I'm not. So I get why they like doing this version of the Optimus and Megatron origin. I just personally don't prefer it. But at the same time, I do. Oh no, go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
sudden thought coming ahead. I think it would be a bit easier if Megatron wasn't the leader of the Decepticons at the beginning.
So, we'll get to that. So I think the movie's actually going to imply something very interesting for once.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I feel like if they would, I feel like. If you're gonna go down this road, I don't think either one of them should be like the leaders of their factions at the beginning at all.
Okay, sure.
Because I feel like that enhances the like bad breakupness of it.
Okay. Yeah, I getcha. So yeah, but yeah, so I guess just though, I just want to reiterate that I'm not personally big on this version of the origin story, but that said, I feel like this is an opportunity to actually for once genuinely explore fully this type of origin story. So it could be good. It could be good. Who knows?
Imagine if they have Starscream as the leader of the Decepticons. I don't think this is a good idea, but it would be really funny if they had Starscream be the leader of the Decepticons at the beginning. So I
guess we might as well talk about that then. So I guess we're gonna rearrange some topics out of order. So it's funny you mentioned that. So like there is a shot in the trailer where Starscream is like on like some like what looks like a throne or something. So like we don't know if this is actually what they're gonna go for, but it could imply that Starscream was the leader of the Decepticons and Megatron took over. So you could get what you want on Matchstick. We don't know for certain, but at the same time, that would also then completely like recontextualize the relationship between Megatron and Starscream. So, because before it's always just been, I want the power, not you, Megatron.
Wait. You gotta say next time. Wait, you have to now the Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
You gotta do it in Steve Buscemi first.
Say, Megatron. Say, fellas, Megatron's fallen. Guess I'm the leader now. But no, so like, but now.
How do you do, fellow Decepticons?
How do you do, fellow Decepticons? No, but like,
I still love that.
I know, but no, but like,
Sorry.
this could recontextualize their relationship. So now it's not Starscream wants to take over as leader. It's now Starscream wants to get back his position as leader. If that is the route they're going, and I think that would be very interesting.
It would be funny.
It could also be that Starscream. Sorry, let me get this first. It could be interesting if Starscream was like the number 2 of let's unnamed Decepticon leader, and then Megatron overthrows the unnamed Decepticon leader, and then Starscream was like, "Hey, I was supposed to do that.
I was supposed to do that.
Hey, I was supposed to do that."
You bastard! You stole my idea.
So my joke is more of like, what if they? So the original kind of origin story of the Autobots versus Decepticon had like this Soviet Union versus America vibe to it a bit.
I mean, it was the
in
80s.
there at least. Yeah, it was the 80s. So it would be funny if it turns out in the movie that the Decepticons structures themselves out of the Soviet Union. So Megatron got elected as party leader instead of Starscream. So we get have so many Death of Stalin jokes.
Who knows? So it would.
I sentence you to anti-Soviet. I sentence you. The court charges you with anti-Decepticon behavior. The court finds you guilty and sentences you to be shot.
Sentences you to be shot.
To be recycled.
And recycled.
To the recycling plant.
Yeah. So yeah, but like those are just like everything we just discussed those are all just examples of like this movie having the potential to be very unique and honestly kind of a fresh take on a Transformers story, which I'm interested in. I like now then again, uniqueness and freshness doesn't always equal, good. Like just because your idea is unique and new doesn't mean it's gonna be good. But we can hope it's interesting. But like it's still interesting and fascinating enough to like go, oh, that's different. So
you might end up with the prequels.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, enemy guy.
Very interesting.
We're talking
very rough.
Yeah. We're talking about Transformers 1 right now, anime guy. I guess I do want to mention though also about Transformers 1 is humor.
Yeah, that kind of what took me out of the trailer.
I think based on like, so this is going off like what I've like heard and like what the directors has said and all that. I think the trailer, at least I hope the trailer just pretty much has all the worst jokes just to get it out of the way, and then the movie will be something better.
Imagine it ends up like what was it, Puss in Boots? Had the really bad trailer.
Yeah,
and then a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. So, but like it and so like, so a lot of humor kind of came off very, for lack of better terms, Marvel-like, and the current Marvel like MCU movies, their humor is very, yeah.
That is truly cringeworthy.
Like some of it can work, but most of the time it's it's not that funny. So, you didn't mind the jokes, anime guy? That's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying the type of humor isn't my kind of humor. That like Marvel humor, I think mostly just because I'm just kind of tired of seeing that humor in Marvel movies. So like, because everyone wants that humor that Guardians of the Galaxy had, but no one seems to understand why the humor in Guardians of the Galaxy was funny. I think that's the issue. Like, oh, like Guardians of the Galaxy was funny. We gotta replicate that. It's like, but you don't really get why the jokes were funny.
Yeah, and what people don't understand was that one, the property itself. No one knew about Guardians of the Galaxy. They show up in one episode of Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and that's how I knew about it. Like, when Rocket Raccoon was announced for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, people thought that was a wasted slot because no one knew about Guardians of the Galaxy. And then two, the context around that time when it comes to space operas. Like, space, like the sci-fi films at the time were more serious, as expected. Like, then all of a sudden you have like this weird comedy that stood out from all the other superheroes and sci-fi films. And like even Star Wars, with its humorous moments, the trailers never showed that. Like, they wanted you to get invested in like this idea of going into space and exploring this new worlds and craziness.
This grand story.
Did The Force Awakens come out before or after Guardians?
A year after.
1 year after.
Okay, so it wouldn't really be affected by it then.
Yeah, and The Force Awakens marketing was still
very much
trilogy marketing in general was still traditional Star Wars.
Yeah, they were still trying to sell like the idea of like this grandiose space opera story. So, but yeah, so like Guardians of the Galaxy, like people just didn't understand what made Guardians of the Galaxy work, and they just kept trying to replicate it while not understanding it, and that's how you get a lot of the current Marvel humor you get nowadays. And it's, it's not that. At least to me, it's not that funny.
90% of it is not funny.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? There's gonna be people inevitably out there who will like genuinely like laugh their balls. Oh my gosh, that was the most hilarious shit I've ever heard. Tell that joke again, Bumblebee. But like, just to me, it's not my humor. It's not my cup of tea. So, it is also interesting how a lot of humor does come from Bumblebee himself, because oh my gosh, it's Keegan-Michael Key, the guy from Key and Peele, the second half of Key and Peele, the comedy guy. So
which one's the director?
Jordan.
Kojima
Peele.
Jordan Peele. He's the guy who's currently doing.
Is Keegan?
Keegan was
the bald guy.
He was the bald guy.
Okay.
Key and Peele, they were the comedy duo. Key was like the tall guy, and then Jordan's the director. So yeah, at least Bumblebee isn't mute. That is a good point, Chelsea. That is right. That is a good point. He's not mute. So
I just hope he's not annoying that people want him to be mute.
I hope so too.
Like when he gets his voice box removed, people would be cheering in the theater.
So, but no, I genuinely do hope that like it's just a bad trailer. Like they just showed all the worst jokes. Maybe there's more actual genuinely hilarious moments in there. Like, okay, oh, excuse me. But I just hope it's better. I guess then what else is there? Voice acting. We talked a bit about this last night, I remember. So I will say Chris Hemsworth as Orion Pax / Optimus, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. It's still Chris Hemsworth, doing it like an American accent, but like you could still kind of hear that like Thor and all that, because it's just the Australian accent. But he's not too bad. Now we had the whole talk about Brian Tyree Henry last night with Megatron, and I'm gonna just reiterate again. I think the reason why I think him not sounding like a usual like deep Megatron voice is on purpose to sell the idea of, oh no, this isn't Megatron, this is innocent.
It's not the deepness.
Okay.
It doesn't get to me like. Maybe it's the writing itself, the way he's being written. Like, I feel like when you have like a younger Megatron, especially one that's friends with Optimus, you want to have like still that hint of what he will become in the future.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about prequels. You still want to act like you're setting up the direction of the character that everyone knows. And I did not get that a lot in the trailer. I wish they if they kind of removed the humor of some of the jokes from the trailer, they could still keep the jokes in the movie, because maybe the context of the film will make the jokes actually funnier.
Yeah.
So if you like kind of remove some of the humorous bits, it kind of emphasized a bit more on the Megatron and Optimus relationship, and be able to showcase in terms of the writing, like thin that threat a little, that narrow road of he is a very likable person who you could tell that he is friends with Optimus, and doesn't at first glance like he is not going to be a evil warlord. Yeah. But you still got that little hint, that little aspects to him that if it's pricked by an event, he will go down that path.
I think that's just, but I think that itself is just a problem with the trailer. I feel like the trailer didn't. So the trailer is very much trying to market this as, you know, oh, this is like a nice, you know, fun, kid-friendly adventure of a movie, even though like what everything there's, you know, is actually about, like the premise and like everything that's been said about it by like the directors themselves. Like there's more to it than just that. Like, so like I feel like if the trailer focused more on like what the movie is actually supposed to be about, to just, you know, kid-friendly adventure, I think maybe then like it'll give a better impression, including like, you know, some of like the voice work, because like, you know, like it just seems like at the moment, oh, Brian Tyree Henry's just D16, the best bud going on an adventure. So
who's also grumpy, who's kind of grumpier than Optimus.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe if they release like a better trailer soon, like they could show more of like the that like little twinges here and there of, oh, hey D16 buddy, you okay, man? You want to take a chill pill? So yeah,
like we need to be better than they were to form a better society.
We must
like to kind of showcase the conflict between those two.
And so yeah, so I guess also just there's just a whole lot also about like just the story of like a societal like problem going on, and you can see glimpses of that in the story. Like,
it looks like the quintessence are gonna be the.
It looks like it too. Yeah, the quintessence, at least it looks like it. So
that's cool.
Yeah, quintessence are getting in.
The quintessons.
The quintessons. You don't know about them.
Have you seen the original '86 movie, Matchstick?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I basically limit my knowledge to like.
I'll just say this: quintessons, huge fucking deal.
They're a big deal. So I.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
can hear you.
Ashik?
Oh, he can't hear us.
Yeah, okay, let's give him a minute. Is that a Lita or a C? It's a Lita one on Chelsea. It's a Lita one. Voiced by Scarlett Johansson. So it is a Lita anime guy. Yeah.
It cut out at fuck.
Oh.
Okay, so quintessons are
a huge deal.
Yeah.
So
evil race at one point thought to be the creators of the Transformers.
Depending on the incarnation.
Depending on it.
Yeah,
depending on incarnation. It really.
But
just
the
depends.
most common thing is that if they're around, they're usually there to enslave. Yeah, they usually enslave the Transformers before the Great Golden Age and the Great War and stuff.
Has the magistrate come to a verdict?
We have.
Innocent or guilty?
Spare me this mockery of justice!
innocent.
Feed them to the Chocticons.
Ah! So yeah, so if the Quintessons are around, that is like a big deal. So who knows? Maybe this could be so we don't know if like they're gonna be a type of situation where they created the Transformers or not. We don't know. But there is like a lot of things questionable about like the state of the society that does tie into the whole Megatron and Optimus origin story. Like, so I do not believe. So like Ninja, I remember you saying this when you first saw the trailer, but I do not believe Optimus and crew are the first Transformers. I just think it just seems like they just get their T-cocks ripped out like when they're built. They're just not allowed to transform. Because like there's
somehow way worse.
There's a line that Optimus said, just like Orion said, I know we're just worker bots who can't transform. It's like it kind of implies that so there's
they
other
would have
worker
to
bots.
know that transformation is possible.
Yeah, so
for
that
a line like that.
So that implies so there's like either other worker bots or just other Transformers in general who can transform. It's just they can't for some reason. So
if Sentinel Prime is in on it, I just need him just to have the giant "fuck you" chin.
I wish.
This is important for me, Changus. I need that chin.
I know, man. So, but yeah.
Look, it's the nigga chin.
It's the nigga. but yeah. So like this. So, but funny enough, also like this idea of like it's so like it seems like a role based on like just like societal roles, like a caste system, and I guess like certain people in society, they're not allowed to transform, which is interesting because that's also sort of playing on the idea of what was a concept that was brought up in the IDW comics called functionalism, which is that so in the comics it was that whatever you turn into, that determines your role in society. So like if you're like you turn into like a hot like a sleek fighter jet, that means you're like the elite class. Damn, Starscream, you're hot shit. Damn right I am. But meanwhile, Megatron, he turned into like some like.
Damn right I am.
Meanwhile, Megatron was like some like mining equipment that he turned into. So he was like the worker class. You're dog shit, Megatron. Fuck you, Starscream. So it's kind of a play on that, but now arguably worse because now just now it's not just your role is based on what you turn into. Now it's just some roles in society you can't just even transform. Damn, sucks to be you. So
yeah, like looking at the designs, like do you see the gaping hole in their chest?
Yeah, which is clearly meant for like the T-cog, which is basically like a part of a machinery piece that goes into Transformer that allows them to become from robot to a vehicle. So yeah, but I guess just overall, there's a lot to be explored here. Actually, I do want to mention this one more thing before we move on. Funny enough, this movie is technically also a long-lost product of that dumb-ass writer's room that conceptualized Transformers last night.
And do you know what the funniest part I find is, Changus?
What?
They confirmed it's a one-off.
It is a one-off.
It's not connected to Bumblebee or the other movies. Thankfully,
Nick,
because I would.
Well, Nick.
We're only now trying to fucking fix plot holes.
But
Can we not add more?
Nick, I hate to tell you this, but we still got a problem. There's a certain guy, Nick.
Chance, the fucking director said it wasn't connected to anything.
Nick, Lorenzo and Stephen Caple Jr. were fucking arguing about continuity with Rise of the Beast. You think?
Yeah, I'm not talking about Rise of the Beast. I'm talking about Transformers 1.
But I'm just saying, Lorenzo could fucking say some stupid shit and argue with this director.
And Lorenzo's
as well.
a fucking moron. We've established this, Changus.
Yeah, and he's just the producer. I'm sorry,
he's a
but the
producer.
Transformers films don't.
He's
The
a
Transformers films doesn't have a Kevin Feige to enforce continuity.
He's a producer who actually, who caused actual genuine confusion among general public. Nick, Nick, you guys know, Darth Bob. You guys should know, like, Darth Bobcat. He and Daniel Parker, they do their YouTube show. DB once asked me if Rise of the Beast was still part of Bayformers, and he was surprised when I told him it wasn't.
Well, I'm pretty sure, considering considering the style of the movie and everything, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's not connected to anything. Just
and the
because
director saying that it's not connected.
The director said so. Yes, it's just that one dumb producer keeps arguing with like directors and writers, and it's just, and it causes and I'm using Rise of the Beast as an example. It did cause genuine confusion among general masses in the public. So that didn't help. That didn't help the already not too good numbers with Rise of the Beast. So, but anyways, though, I just want to say this is technically a byproduct of that dumb writer's room that was conceptualized back during Transformers 5 last night, along with Rise of the Beast, because they wanted to do an animated like prequel film to all their live action stuff, but then now this is its own thing. So it's funny, it's interesting. But overall, I guess just overall though, long story short, this has a lot of potential to be very unique, very fascinating. I hope that uniqueness and difference, and that this different unique take equates to good quality. I hope so. And I just think the trailer honestly is not doing this movie justice, and I think they should just like release another trailer that's better. So director, writer doesn't have to listen to a producer. I understand that, anime guy. I understand. I get it, but I'm just saying, like, that stupid argument did cause genuine confusion. So, oh, but speaking of tax write-offs, did you hear like the Warner Bros. like report that like apparently like thanks to all like their like tax write-off shit, like firing people and axing movies for like tax write-offs, like this Zaslav has like had like a 20-something% increase in his income.
Wow.
Yeah, that's some fucking like Saturday morning cartoon evil shit right there. Like that's Saturday morning cartoon villain shit right there. Like I'm gonna do all this for a 20% increase in income. So yeah, that's
congratulations. You can buy a second yacht.
Exactly. Good job. So yeah.
Speaking of boats.
Speaking of boats, World War II.
Yes.
The U-boats.
Yes, it is. Yes. So, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is a 2024 film that we released this weekend about an operation called Operation Postmaster. And this is basically a Black Ops mission.
Nice.
Done by the British back in 41, and the reason why it was Black Ops was because the target was in a neutral country's island.
The numbers, Henry Cavill, what do they mean?
Yes. Yeah, so the mission is for Operation Postmaster is that there was a giant boat that contained supplies for the U-boats that was off the coast of Africa on a Spanish colony where the Nazis with some Italians are actually using it as a base. But because Spain is officially neutral, they can't just bomb it. And this is still during the time of the London Blitz and right before America joined the World War because Japan did the number one cardinal sins involving American foreign policy. Don't touch our boats.
Don't touch our boats.
Ellie, will be real quick.
What?
So Iran existed.
Okay.
Back in World War II. And the British, it was neutral, and the British and Russians invaded it. It took it over in a week.
Oh, lovely. Good job, Britain.
Yeah, because of oil.
Oh, of course it's oil. If it's not boats, it's oil.
Okay, time for a brief history lesson. After World War II,
Okay.
because of the Soviet Union and the communism, the Allies reinstated the Axis-aligned monarch of Iran.
Okay.
Because he aligned with their policies, and he was very much a progressive person.
Okay.
In terms of social policy. So under his leadership, Iran became more and more westernized. But he also sold most of the nation's oil under the UK.
Oh, okay.
And at one point, there was an attempted a coup at one point to establish, and this is before the Axis guy, to make Iran a democratic nation. But the reason Britain was like didn't want them to become democratic because they were going to take away their oil rights.
Oh, okay.
So what they did is they told America that if Iran became democratic, they would turn communist.
Oh, okay.
And so that's how they saw the Axis leader, and then that Axis leader in the 70s got overthrown by the modern Iranian government.
Ah, okay.
So blame the British for Iran.
Ah, lovely. All right.
But anyway, so back on the British for more shady stuff. So they have to grab these U-boats. Well, not U-boats. Like, take out this boat that contains supplies for the U-boats. It's in a neutral country. So what are they going to do? So they decided to pick our main character, played by Henry Cavill, Gus, who is known for being the wild card.
Ah.
Just think of Inglourious Bastards, okay? Just Inglourious Bastards.
Okay.
That's the tone of this film. Most of the main cast on the ground are gonna be Inglourious Bastards.
Okay.
Character types.
That sounds fun.
Yep. So you have him. He gathers a group of other guys who are known for who doesn't obey the rules, doesn't follow orders and stuff. So his boss, Gus, answers to a guy named M. And M has an assistant named Ian Fleming.
Okay.
Yes, that Ian Fleming.
What?
So are we gonna get like Christopher fucking Lee?
Wait, did this actually, like, in real life inspire Bond?
So Gus,
at
the credit scenes that basically say what happened to them after this operation, says that he was the inspiration for the character of James Bond.
Oh, wow.
So this is a film that you could say if James Bond had a World War II period piece.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ian Fleming was actually a Secretary of the Navy, and he actually wrote some spy stuff. Like, one of them was used by another department called Operation Mincemeat, where the idea was that you find a dead body of a guy.
Okay.
And dress him up as like a British officer
Okay.
that contained false plans.
Oh, so like when like
And you-
spies like come to like loot the corpse, like, oh, we got their plans.
No, the German authorities specifically.
Oh, German authorities.
So
would loot
what hap-
corpses?
Because it's like information.
Okay.
If they have like a document, that was their plan, and so it was used to fool Hitler that the Allies was gonna invade Europe through Greece when it was actually gonna do it through Sicily.
Okay.
So this was 43. But anyway, so this is 41. Back at 41, so their mission is to try to sink this boat. They have two operatives. One of them is the lady on the cover. The other one is Mr. Haran, who is a black man who owns a casino in it. And the island is off the coast of Africa. So so if you're wondering on that, and they cannot be caught by the British or the Germans. If they get caught by the British, they'll be arrested. If they caught by a German, they'll be tortured and killed. And then also, this is a very secretive operation that not all of British High Command knows about it.
Okay.
It's only M and Ian Fleming who knows about the operation, and Churchill himself.
Wait, M?
Yes, M's the character, the whole boss,
Wow.
the general, is just called M. He has a name, but he was nicknamed M.
Oh, is that why there's M in Bond?
Yes.
Oh. So this whole thing really just inspired James Bond. Wow.
It's yeah.
Okay.
Like-
that's actually super fascinating. Dang.
Yeah, and very fun. It's
Hmm.
once you know about it, especially like me who last year who went through a marathon of watching Bond films.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
so so they basically have to deal with, so what you get scenes with Churchill on the back front, and essentially if they get caught, this operation get exposed, Parliament could kick Churchill out and replace him with a new authority, and the current state of most of the British High Command is to surrender to the Nazis, essentially.
Ah. Yeah, okay.
So that's what at stakes. It's like if this operation fails, England's out.
I saw that Churchill movie with Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is actually based on a book called Churchill's Secret Warriors: The Explosive True Story of the Special Forces Desperados of World War II. But this is only one part of their operations. The book covers, the whole thing. And the closest film I can compare this to is Inglourious Bastards. And I would say this is better than Inglourious Bastards, in my opinion, even though I have not seen Inglourious Bastards, because one important reason. It happened.
Okay.
It's you still get that fantasy of pretty much the characters mowing down Nazis, Germans like with ease, and all the Germans are treated like incompetent idiots, being played by a fiddle by our very smart and clever heroes.
All right.
But unlike Inglourious Bastards, that also throw in that fictional element at the end where they killed off all of German high command at one place. This one, it's actually an event, and it also is a heist movie, as you could probably guess from the description of the operation, that there's going to be like some heist elements because they're trying to destroy this one valuable thing, and it's heavily guarded.
Right.
And all these operatives are highly skilled.
Yeah.
And then, of course, at the anime guy, when it comes to Nazi high command, the structure was terrible. A lot of the generals were good. It was the structure itself that was awful. Because essentially, Genghis, the structure of the high command was that every general had equal power.
Ooh, that's
They could cancel out each other orders, unless Hitler.
That's a nightmare.
Hitler basically they didn't make much of decisions together as like a unified front. They don't. It's very similar to happen to Japan. Like the funniest thing is that the people that ran authoritarian countries had a very much decentralized power structure, but then you have the Allies where there was a command structure.
Irony.
Very much. But anyway, so you still get all that fun stuff in Inglourious Bastard, but then it's for me, it's like that element of realism of like, oh, this is based on an actual events, even if it's heavily fictionalized. I bet. I don't really want to spoil what happens in it.
Okay.
About it. Because, it just came out and I do want you to see it.
Right.
It's a very fun movie. I highly recommend it. This is like so much fun. And yeah, and Henry Cavill, I really wish he gets to play Bond. And also, this film is very funny. Funny in a more British kind of way, very dry.
Right, okay.
With its humor, it's not so much about like, oh look, we're gonna blow up a boat. Man, these Nazis are incompetent.
If I had a nickel for every single time Henry Cavill has basically played Bond, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's telling it happened twice.
Yeah.
And in the same year.
What do you mean same year? Man?
Argyle.
We were talking about Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh, I guess 3 nickels.
Oh, 3 nickels. Okay.
But it's
Argyle then?
It came out like a couple months ago.
Oh, I never got a chance to see it.
I don't know what Argyle is.
It's kind of a bait and switch film where it's like you think it's about this woman meeting her creation of Henry Cavill, but it's really about something else. It's like a romantic comedy.
And I was talking about Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah.
Napoleon Solo. Oh shit! Everything's coming back to Napoleon again.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I thought we were talking about, Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah. Also, so if you watch the trailer, they don't use modern music in this film. They only used it for the trailer.
I expect so. Yeah.
And then also the scene of some people. I think the only inaccuracy is maybe some of the ethnicities, like
Okay.
the lady. They show the photo of the actual lady. She did not look.
Oh my gosh.
The main act.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, it's minor stuff. It's like, by the way, when I'm just saying, what's her name? Isa Gonzalez.
Oh my
is
gosh.
His half Hispanic.
She's Hispanic? No. Oh.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hold on, I'm looking at her like filmography right now.
By the way, all the acting, I had no problems with the acting. The acting was very wonderful.
Oh, she was the evil rich CEO's daughter in Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah. Oh, she was in Alita Battle Angel. I didn't know that. Oh, that's a movie I need to rewatch. She was in Hobbs and Shaw.
Apparently also Ambulance.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. She was the main, female protagonist of that movie. That's right.
Oh my goodness, she was the Jim in the Holograms.
Wow. Dang. All right.
That's a sad start. But anyway, but the scene that you know in the trailer where they saw her like shooting guns out, it was all in the range. She only kills one person. She only kills one person with a pocket pistol.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like so if people.
False marketing.
Well, you know, some people will probably. I just said that in case some people is like were like offended by the trailer. It's like, oh no, shooting a gun in World War II.
Actually.
Look, when it comes to spy stuff, I think you can.
We can give him a little bit of the leeway.
Yeah, if you're dealing with spies, the French any resistance group.
Like if this is just like some chick off the street, like doing like fucking Black Widow moves, I'm like, okay, let's take this back. But you know, they're trained professionals, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, if she was, I would disagree on the first one if it was like she's part of the resistance, like French.
I said any woman off the street. I wouldn't count French resistance members as like that. Yeah, or like partisan groups that, like, there was multiple resistance movements throughout Europe. Oh, you had on the Russian front, you had like females, all female units.
Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
And yeah, and resistance groups were also partisan groups who had different agendas.
Woo! All right.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I highly recommend this film. You should all go watch it. It's very funny in the genuine kind of way, not the forced Marvel humor.
All right.
And you will have a fun time seeing explosions, Nazi killings, and a little bit of sexiness. And you do get some suspenseful moments. And if you are a fan of Bond films or like spy stuff and know about Bond, it's fun to have Ian Fleming be a side character in a spy film.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Fleming, what are you doing here?
Honestly, I kind of like they should have had a Christopher Lee at that point.
Now that's a big thing.
He was an intelligence officer in World War II.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't think he was there in that operation specifically.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but you can like you can squeeze a little cameo out of him.
Like a little.
Look,
cheeky
you could
reference.
do an original story at some other point.
Like a little cheeky reference, like, you know, they could go to. I'm gonna say they could go like the Oppenheimer route, like how they name drop JFK, like it's like, you know, like they're teasing a Marvel character for like the next movie, like who voted against me? Some dork named John F. Kennedy. All right, but yeah, okay. So like, if this sounds like an interesting movie, you guys can go check it out. It is in theaters now. So.
And with that, I have to go to bed. So everyone have a wonderful night.
All right, have a good night, Anjano.
Good night.
Good night. All right. Well, I guess in that case, it's just the three of us. You put a
just the three of us.
Ménage à trois.
Damn it. Ménage à trois? No, ménage à trois.
So.
Yeah, so. Star Wars.
How are you?
Oh.
Galaxy far, far away. So Star Wars Legacy, I don't know much about the backstory. I just finished up the Legacy War.
All right.
like 20 minutes before we started.
Oh, okay.
So Star Wars Legacy is a 50 issue series, and unceremoniously canceled,
Oh.
and then
damn.
re-continued for 6 issues,
Oh.
where they packed. Like, people are saying it could have been like each of those issues could have been 6-issue arcs, and I disagree. I wouldn't go that far. I think maybe like 2 or 3 issues from each of the Legacy War issues would suffice, but still, it's more compact than usual.
Okay.
But like Star Wars Legacy takes place about 150 years after the Star Wars: A New Hope. So,
all right.
So Luke, Leia, old age got him far before this series. And now we're going to Luke Skywalker's descendant, a man named Cade, and Cade is a colorful figure. He is a bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
A drug addict, a massive asshole.
Oh, lovely.
And I think the word like that Star Wars likes to use is scum. I think that suffices for where Cade had at the beginning of the series.
Oh, okay.
And we take a hello?
Yeah.
Eh?
Oh no. Oh no, we lost him. Hey, SGD's here.
Hello?
Oh no, Magic?
Oh no, I was just saying hello to.
Oh.
I heard the Discord
okay.
notifications down.
Okay.
So I was like, hello, who's here?
Oh, I thought. All right. Yeah, it's SGD. Hey, there he is. All right. So.
Yeah. But right now, the galaxy is under terror from the Sith once again.
Oh my goodness.
The Jedi have been purged.
Damn.
You know, happened.
Damn.
They're a bit better than where they were at. You know. It's. You see, back in the day, there was basically Luke. There's basically Obi-Wan and Yoda, and then like the 5 other characters from the EU. You know, not like Disney Star Wars where every 3rd Jedi survived.
No, what are you doing in the chat? Come on, you could hop in with us. It's cool. You what are you doing in the chat,
Wait, who's
man?
there?
Yeah, we're there. Magic?
No. Who are you talking about?
Not. He's in chat.
Oh, not. What the fuck are you doing now?
Yeah, come on, hop in.
Oh, he's
here.
probably at work. He might be at work.
Yeah, that's.
It would be late. It would be late for work then.
Maybe he's like
It's
closing.
12 o'clock at night in my time.
Maybe he's closing.
Well, our time, but
Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah.
If you can, then hop on in.
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah. But
Wanna go ahead?
the Jedi are scattered.
All right.
They got people all over the place. It's not a full purge. There's a decent bit of them running around, but the Jedi. But most of the Jedi are dead. Like say 4/5 or something like that. Not like 99% or like 5 Jedi. Like the Disney continuity. But the reason why the Jedi fell is is connected to a war between the Galactic Alliance and the New Empire. The Jedi have their own little. I guess part of it is because the Jedi had their own little civil war, I guess, or not civil war, but they broke in half. Half of the Jedi went on to become a group called the Imperial Knights, which are bodyguards of the Emperor. And instead of being a non-biased, non-political order of peacekeepers, they are the hands of the Emperor. Like, straight up. Jedi, they are incredibly politically bound. And they're like, and the actual Jedi are like, what the fuck are you doing? The Empire went to war with the Galactic Alliance, and the Sith, and they made alliance with the Sith to help continue it and help finish the fight. But the Sith decided, coup time, because we're assholes, and the Sith overthrew the Emperor Ronan fell. And the Imperial Knights went into hiding. The Sith group went and purged the Jedi. The Galactic Alliance surrendered, except for a Giga Chad named Gar Stasi.
Oh, okay. Why is he a Chad?
I really like. Oh, he's just really fun.
Oh, okay.
He's like a big. He's like a big brained guy. He's like a big brained alien who doesn't. He had his own quote about himself that he likes that I think is apt to describe him. He would be the guy that is rebelling against authority figures, but now he is the authority figure. So he brings along that kind of energy.
Okay. All right.
Later down the line, when Cade mellows out, I feel like if we had more interactions with those two together, they would probably be friends.
Okay.
Yeah. So Galaxy is being run by Sith. Everything sucks now, and that's pretty much where we start off the series. Kate Skywalker, former apprentice. So during the Jedi Purge, Cade's father died.
Damn.
Trying to get the a group of evacuees off their planet.
Okay.
And in the process, Cade's master also died.
Ooh.
And then they're on the shuttle. Cade's master is there, not his father, his master. And he's like, "Fuck this shit. Death ain't doing death stuff to me." And then he used the Force to revive his master.
Oh.
And that's as we all know, Anakin Skywalker would probably bust a nut for that prequel version.
Yeah, Anakin's probably jealous. Like, what the hell, man? I wanted to do that.
But the thing is that Cade used the dark side of the Force.
That's a no-no.
Yeah, and then fast forward, he is a scum addict bounty hunter. Turning in bounties of Jedi, mind you.
Oh.
for death sticks.
Death sticks?
Remember that you want to buy some death sticks? You want to go home and rethink your life. I want to go home to think my life.
Oh, okay.
And because it death sticks helps so getting down to the gist of it. Star Wars Legacy is the best comparison is basically a Gundam AU story. One of the edgier ones, and I'll admit, it's like it kind of has like that '90s edge to it, but it's made in 2008.
All right.
And so they get all the classic figures and stuff like that, and they sort of amalgam and mesh them apart and play with the tropes. Cade Skywalker is kind of an amalgam of Luke, and he's an amalgam of Han. He's a Jedi, and he's like the outlaw.
All right.
But they kind of must have fit. Like Luke Skywalker, like Cade, and so like Luke, who wants to go out from the farm and embrace adventure. Cade is like, and Han, who is like a Force atheist at the beginning of the original Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Cade instead is like puts his fingers in his ears, is like la 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 la. I can't hear you, la la la.
All right.
He absolutely despises going on adventures, and he absolutely despises all things Jedi.
Oh.
He doesn't hate it; he just wants to get away from it. He wants to do nothing with it.
Okay.
And he is a massive asshole because of it.
Oh.
And that's kind of the struggle with Cade. What he has to do versus what he doesn't want to do.
Back.
All right.
And it's a really interesting journey we go with him. I've heard it as a deconstruction, but I would not say so. I'd say it's more like it's like a Gundam AU, just playing with the tropes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's not like Garth Ennis or something where you're deconstructing it into the ground and just being it until it's dead. You're like, stop.
Garth.
Stop. Shit. What was that? Simpsons. Stop. He's
already dead. Okay.
This is more like a Gundam AU. It's just having fun. Well, you got some of the other characters.
All right.
The Imperial Knights are really interesting.
Okay.
Because they are, you know how the So imagine the Clone Wars era Jedi, where they have gotten into politics and they're really not supposed to be.
Yeah.
So imagine how much. So imagine they're like, okay, we are not peacekeepers. We are hands of the Emperor. And then imagine the problems that would arise from that.
Okay.
They're really cool too. They all have this like matching red and black armor, and they all have these white lightsabers. And they got drip. They got drip days.
Ooh, okay.
The Sith are very interesting in this one. They're led by Darth Crate.
All right.
Crate.
I
think I'm just gonna say Krat. Darth Krat.
Darth Krat.
It sounds as silly, but it's less silly, still silly sounding, but less silly than Crate.
All right.
The Crate.
What's his deal?
He's he's sort of I'll describe Crate best way. He's sort of a new kid on the block in terms of Sith. He's quite powerful.
Okay.
His origin story is linked up with the Clone Wars.
Oh. Okay.
He has this really weird design.
All right.
A bit too overcomplicated, if you ask me, but it's still good. It's very 90s.
Okay.
I'd recommend looking him up. And he leads this new branch of Sith, which are he's trying to get away from. He has this massive Sith army, and he is trying to go. He's trying to get away from like the older versions of Sith, and he's trying to make like this massive fanatical order sort of devoted to himself. Like he calls it instead of the rule of two, it is the rule of one.
The rule of one.
Namely him.
Okay.
And he gets like these holocrons of old like Sith and like try to talk with Force Ghosts and the Sith Ghosts, and you get the real feeling of contempt against him. Like they do not like him. You get the real feeling that they feel he's a poser.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a loser compared to them, but you know, they're narcissists, so they would.
All right.
But he has a he is dying, and he has like a disease. He has this like Yuzong Vong disease.
Oh, okay.
And so he once he learns of Cade and his miraculous healing powers, he's like, "Hey, shit! I have to turn to the dark side." Probably won't be hard because this man is like a fucking giant asshole. And I'm gonna paraphrasing, but that's kind of his reaction. And I'll get him to heal me, and he'll be my prince. You know, Skywalkers have a reputation of falling the dark side. She'll be fine. Yeah, but you get some cool other names like Darth Talon, Darth Malady, Darth Nile, Darth Warlock the Third. Warlock the Third. He's. I kind of find it interesting how they're having like this. I'm pretty sure it was done before, but this introduces the idea that you have like Darths. They'll have the same name. It's like popes or like the kings. It's like we got Darth Henry VIII. He's really fat.
He's really fat. Okay. Yeah.
But Legacy is just it's like a Gundam EU store. It's like a Gundam AU store, but you know, the actual continuity. So I guess the best way to describe it is like it's like the Gundam Gundam Victory.
Oh.
It's like the Gundam Victory of Star Wars.
Oh, okay. It's like way into the future.
It's like 150 years in the future.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you want to see like the Gundam Victory of Star Wars stories, surprisingly, despite its edginess, it does not have a body count of Victory.
Alright.
Which is kind of funny.
That is funny. Okay.
But that's about it. I want to get is Nick back.
I've never left.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, Nick. I know you have I know you have read the series. Do you have anything to say?
Sneak.
I'm shopping.
Sneak. That's it.
I mean, what you expect? It's like
I don't know. It's like, hey man, what do you think about this? Sorry.
Yeah. What else can I say? It's pretty neat. It's really cool.
Okay.
I gotta assume this is not
pretty
coming
neat
in?
series. What?
Oh, Not's here.
Oh, someone-
Hey.
Yeah!
Hey. Okay, hold on. I gotta start rearranging our stuff again. Everyone's gotta shrink down to make room. Ooh. How you doing, Not?
I'm good. Good.
Whoa.
You okay?
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you drank witch's
Sounds like you were about
potions.
to. You're. Sounds like you were about to half like talking between like vomiting.
Did you drink?
So nauseous.
Did you drink any witch potion or something?
No, I'm fine. I think it's just allergies.
That's not allergy.
Oh. Ooh. You sound pretty bad.
That's not allergies.
It's not allergies.
I'll call the hospital.
Oh, come. But not. Have you read Star Wars Legacy?
I do not believe I have.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess then. What is it? Well, then Nick, what? I guess I don't know. He says like, what do you find fascinating about Legacy?
I think it's what I really like Cade.
Hmm.
Yeah, he like the concept of Cade is just like he fell,
Mm-hmm.
but in a different kind of way than Anakin. He fell and basically like essentially like
Hmm.
he kind of became Rodimus from Last Spot Standing, where he's kind of just done with it all.
Hmm. Okay.
He essentially in his stories essentially rising again.
Hmm.
Yeah, you go. At the beginning of your story, you look at Kate and you're like, "Bitch, you live like this."
Damn, bitch, you live
Damn,
like
bitch,
this?
you live like this?
What
It's
is-
great. But you have some other cool characters around him. You got Darius Sin, the black best friend,
It's a
and
black best-
Lila Blue, the alien.
Alright. Like how you described him as the black best friend.
That's big.
That's basically.
I mean,
it.
yeah, that's kind of it for the first issue. There's
Alright.
more than later, but you the first little bit, he's basically just a black best friend.
Oh. Excuse me, I'm not incredibly a black obese Jedi. I am incredibly black
Incredibly,
obese black Jedi.
excuse me, I'm not incredibly obese black Jedi. I'm incredibly black obese Jedi.
Alright. Do you got any favorite characters besides Cade? Okay, can I just say real quick? I'm sorry. I think Transformers and Pointless Hub's videos on Transformers has not helped me with the name Cade. Because now when I hear Cade, all I can think about is just, I'm an inventor. I'm an inventor. If I can apply this technology to my inventions, we won't have to pay rent anymore.
What?
It's Mark Wahlberg's character from the Transformers live-action movies. His name.
Oh
is,
yeah.
His name.
His name is Cade.
Yes, his name is
Cade Yeager.
Cade
Cade
Yeager.
Because I watch the last night video so much. The inventor line doesn't. I don't immediately associate him with the inventor line anymore. I don't associate him with the hey, you want to get punched in the face?
I want to get punched in the face.
Like really hard. He said that to a child.
Said that to a child. No, it's great. This... So now all I can think of now is just Cade and this just go. I'm not a Jedi. I'm an inventor.
Yeah, still there.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
Uh-oh. Hold on, let's give Meshik a minute. I'm an inventor. It's just kind of stuck in my head now. I'm an inventor. If I apply this to my technology, we don't have to pay for rent anymore. Imagine living in Texas and you got that thick-ass Boston accent.
All right, okay.
Oh, you back, Meshik?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm back. All right.
All right. I guess then any last thoughts though on Star Wars before we move on?
It's nice going back to Star Wars. It's nice going back to
Fuck you, Sebulba!
Fuck you, Sebulba.
Who was Sebulba again?
The pod racer.
Do you remember the rival?
Oh yeah.
Anakin's rival pod racer.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Cause Nick, last night Nick showed me like him playing Lego Star Wars, and there's a section.
I'm still playing it right now.
And there's a section where you could play as Darth Vader's TIE fighter in the pod racing. So the idea that Darth Vader now as a Sith Lord just does everything out of petty to everyone who wronged him like when he was a kid. So like, oh, there you are, Sebulba. You beat me in pod racing, you asshole. So
You've defeated me in pod racing for the last time, Sebulba.
Oh, yeah, so that's what I'm just saying. Alright, I guess in that case then we can move on.
Now this is pod. Now
This
this
is
is
now this is pod racing. Alright.
Nuke's Tatooine from orbit. It's like, I always want to do this.
Vader, do you realize how much taxpayer money we've lost because you blew up Tatooine? No.
We probably gained taxpayer money from that.
You probably gained taxpayer money for that. Alright, so I guess moving on. SGD, you're back, and so is Digimon.
Yes.
Alright. So what's going on with Digimon now?
So it was like Digimon, like also having a character avatar escapade.
So I remember a few years ago I had someone say like if Bandai doesn't care about Digimon, and I thought if Bandai doesn't care about Digimon, this franchise is doing pretty well despite that. And things have kind of only gone better for Digimon from there. You know, we've been getting lots of toys, we've been getting lots of card game stuff. Ghost Game happened. The movies happened. I haven't seen the latest one, but Lost Evolution is an insult to cinema itself. But it exists. So,
Alright.
you know, you look at the Digimon video game fans, and they're like, they haven't got a Digimon story game in 9 years. Like, why doesn't mine look like that? The only thing they've got to celebrate is the fact Habu lost his position last year. So, a lot of people think, why'd they take away his job? Like, because we haven't got a Digimon story game in 9 years. There's probably a connection there.
Alright.
And then there's, so Habu is a lot. I could say a lot about Habu and how the man clearly did not know what he was doing. Compared to the people around the TCG who absolutely know what they are doing, and just keep giving more and more to the fans of the card game, to the point where we're now getting a webcomic more or less focused on the card game.
Alright.
Which they teased it all the way last year, and it was just a strange new Digimon with a knight-looking character behind it. And they're like, oh, I'll see you later in the year. And people managed to sort of decode the name, like Digimon Libera something. So people thought it was Liberation.
Alright.
But it's Liberator. I don't expect the name to really mean anything, because Digimon Seekers, which, oh boy, when I have to talk about that. The Seekers didn't really mean anything in that story.
Alright.
And in addition to the webcomic, we'll also be getting a web novel alongside it, which will be the same events from a different perspective. And like, I don't think that'll be as bad as the Seekers, because Seekers was more for mature audiences in the same way a guy telling you how to min-max your character in Final Fantasy XIV is probably for mature audiences. As in, there's nothing really mature about this, it's just not going to interest kids.
Okay.
But there's some pretty exciting things they've already shown off for the webcomic. And originally they just teased it with a new Digimon, which ended up being Terramon. Which people, that people were excited for that because, like, hey, it's not a dragon. But we all knew it was going to become a knightly figure from the initial teaser image, which is fine.
Alright.
And for Digimon Con, well, the some things got shown off was primarily just about the anime, and the only thing in the video game section was the Digimon story game is still in development, which is the only detail we've got for that game in 2 years when it was last talked about.
Okay.
And the big TCG surprise was they showed off the entire lines of the new protagonists, being Shoto Kazuma and Terramon line, and Arisa and her Shumon line. And
you hear that? Sorry.
I was really excited for Shumon.
What were you saying, Matchstick?
You hear that, Shangus? So they're gonna have Kazuma Kiryu in Digimon.
Damn. If that happens, I'm getting into Digimon in a heartbeat.
I was really excited when I saw Shumon because, like, it's a shoe Digimon. We're gonna get a Cinderella Digimon. And then they revealed the name of they've been putting out a few Liberators products already. The starter decks just released, which are Whirlwind Guardian and Fairy Tale Waltz are the Japanese names. So that more or less confirmed people's speculation that Terramon would be part of what's called the Vortex Warriors. Its final two evolutions are indeed part of the Vortex Warriors, which is already adding to the lore, and the things aren't even out yet. Because the Vortex Warriors have only been mentioned in the profile of medieval Dukemon.
Alright.
And it's just that they are warriors from Wycherley who use magic weapons made of wind. And we did indeed get a Cinderella Digimon, and sometimes Digimon are hit and miss, but I found like all 10 that they revealed on Digimon Con, they already revealed the first 2 forms for both of them, and they revealed the other ones on Digimon Con, and like they're all pretty peak, in my opinion, especially Chaperonemon, who's the Red Riding Hood Digimon.
There's a Red Riding Hood Digimon.
Like, she definitely captures a lot of that edge. You sort of expect of Digimon. It's like with her design to even her profile, where it says that she hunts down wolf Digimon until she kills them. That bottle she's holding is an apple cider Molotov cocktail.
Oh my gosh.
Her slippers are made of wolf data and they have hidden knives. And her basket has a Gatling gun inside of it.
Oh, wow.
They revealed a card for the latest set, which is an X set, and it's themed around Digimon Liberator. But I think it's only going to have the Shumon line and the Terramon line, because I expect they'll drip feed the characters, because they actually get quite a few characters, and it's a pretty exciting cast. Because last time we had a big cast of Digimon was a Digimon Survive, and it was a very underwhelming cast because you could tell what most of them were going to become just by looking at their first form, with a couple of curveballs, and not in the good way.
Oh, okay.
It's like generally, the curveballs ended up being really boring or a straight up dick smack to the face. Like just absolutely insulting choices. Like they said they were going to focus more on underutilized Digimon. So they made Dracumon, which has a definitive line of Dracumon, Sangloopmon, Matadormon to Grand Dracumon. It became Dracumon, Sangloopmon, Vamdamon, who is the most popular Digimon Adventure villain.
Alright.
And then Beelzebumon, who is one of the most popular Digimon, period. Here's a card of showing the minigun.
Alright. Oh, wow, there it is. Damn. Alright.
But we haven't got the names for all the cast members yet, except for an extra 2 besides Arisa and Shoto. Where, in this picture, this is one of the teaser pictures they showed off. So we have the guy with the red hair and red eyes, and green is Pteramon with the bird with the whirlwind on his finger. Shumon is pretty obvious. And of course the girl next to her is Arisa. The pink thing with the yellow eye on the right side is called Sagamon. And her tamer is the girl with the glasses beneath it is its tamer. The girl with the green eye and the blue thing, Ghostmon. There's the brown thing with the green eye is Sinalizamon, and its tamer is to the right.
Alright.
The guy with the sunglasses has a Mechamon, which is basically a bootleg Omegamon.
Oh, alright.
Even its name is a reference to that, because you just take the Dakuten off Ga and it becomes Ka.
Oh, okay.
The dark skinned guy with the red eye is Owen Dreadnought.
Owen Dreadnought.
And his partner is still yet to be named. Like, they've teased it off, but they censored it. Like, it was sort of pixelated.
Oh, okay.
So, which can lead only to the conclusion that it's probably a penis. Because of how Japanese censorship laws work.
Oh, okay.
They have to censor genitalia in pornographic images. No, it's not really a penis. And then beneath them is Zenith and his Bemon.
Alright.
And we got to see a little bit of the story back in March. They gave us a portion of Chapter 0, which has Owen Dreadnought being the reigning champion of the Digimon card game. And then he gets his ass handed to him by Zenith.
Oh.
And, but Owen has an Agumon deck. So I guess he loses and then decides to rework his deck and get his new Digimon partner. And Zenith says now that he's become the champion, his next goal is to be the best player on Digimon Liberator, which within the story is an online Digimon card game metaverse.
Oh.
So like
still pushing metaverse. Okay.
Oh, it's not like the Facebook metaverse.
Oh.
That's gonna like metaverse isn't a digital reality.
Oh, okay.
So they're just using the term metaverse more broadly.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's like Digimon fans are complaining, like, what do you mean Digimon Liberator is about a TCG sim, and we still haven't got a TCG sim.
Okay.
But the story is apparently about AIs within the game going rogue.
Oh.
So while the game is about the card game, I kind of expect that to not be 100% of the story like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I think they'll go into the metaverse and that'll allow their Digimon to come to life because of their digital life forms. And I don't expect them to be solving problems with a children's card game, especially since something like Yu-Gi-Oh! The rules were a lot more loose in the early series, but then later series follow the rules more. I don't know if they actually... I haven't watched the animes, I just remember a handful of episodes from a few series. So I don't know if the speed of the game caught up to how it is in real life, because originally Yu-Gi-Oh! Was not that fast a game compared to modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is a very, very fast game.
Alright.
But And of course, in the early Yu-Gi-Oh, because it wasn't very fast, they had to reduce life points from 8,000 to 2,000 for the story purposes, even throughout the animes. But the Digimon card game works in that you can attack your opponent directly, and then that targets a security card. But you can yellow cards can replenish security cards, but the other colors won't usually. But once you attack when your opponent has no security cards, you win the game. And typically only red has the means to remove multiple security cards at once during a battle or even outside of a battle.
Alright.
But bringing up colors, within the Digimon card game there's about 7 colors. And all the protagonists seem to fit within one of those colors, where there's 8 protagonists. And it's got an image prepared.
Alright.
Initially I thought Owen was going to be in purple, because I thought like, he'll be a bad guy, he'll be in purple. And I guess like Sunnarizumon would be in red, so it would have 2 purple, but we actually have 2 black, I'm guessing. Because when they showed off Zenith and Owen Dreadnought, their names were in specific colors. So Zenith was in red, Owen was in red, Zenith was in black.
Okay.
Which wasn't surprising because Zenith uses the Bemon line, which has been exclusively black so far. And I kind of expect Zenith and the Mekamon guy to be more special characters. Like I don't expect them to be showing up regularly.
Alright.
Especially since they set Zenith as, being the Zenith essentially. He's now the world champion. That and the Bemon card is Bemon cards are unique amongst the Digimon card game.
Alright.
Which in Digimon you can have a maximum of 4 cards unless it's 4 of each card unless it's otherwise limited. And the card is determined by the number. So the Chaperonemon card I showed is X7-027, so it's the 27th card in the X7 booster set. So you can have a bunch of different Agumons as long as they're from different numbers. But Bemon cards, you can have up to, I think, 40, which is the maximum deck size, because the strategy revolves around Bemon. The more Bemon you have in your stack as it evolves to its higher forms, the more benefit you'll get. So it would also probably be a reason not to show off the character too much, because you wouldn't have a variety of Digimon to show off. Like we already know, Shoto is going to have Muchamon, which is a very colorful penguin Pokemon, Digimon.
Ooh, penguin. You
So,
know, Nick? We got
yeah,
penguin Digimon.
Yes, I heard that. Yeah.
So I think I'd see a few Digimon, people think maybe the Digimon will all turn into each other. Like, no, I think they'll have specific lines intended for them, even though it's a card game. And the card games embraces the fact Digimon can turn into all sorts of things. And one major thing I hope about the cast is we get new Digimon out of it, because we've already been given 10 Digimon just from the new lines revealed so far, including one of my favorite babies in a long time.
Oh.
Because a problem Digimon started having after started with our war game.
Okay.
And then it was a little bit present in 02 and then became a big problem in Tamers, but then sort of dropped off and went back. Nature started healing. The babies were too specific. It was like, okay, this clearly only becomes this, and this clearly only becomes this. And it's fine in some cases, but I do like how they have more variety. Like, especially the LA Digimon is most of them like, why does this turn into this? Like, because it does. Like, and you have Yolkmon, just an egg yolk.
Wow, look at that.
Which then becomes Fluffymon, which you can tell becomes Pteramon, but it's not just a smaller Pteramon. Like a lot of babies in the past are just smaller versions. And we know we're going to get another 4, I guess, out of Owen Dreadnought's partner. But, I've talked about the disappointing stuff of Digimon Survive, like Beelzebumon, where another huge dick smack to the face insult was Kunemon, which
Okay.
Kunemon's just this little yellow caterpillar-like thing that becomes Flymon, which is a bug. And Flymon's always been a weird Digimon for a lot of people because it is very much its own distinct thing. So people were hoping that Flymon would get its own evolution in Digimon Survive. Instead, the team who were making the game were as clueless as everyone else and just gave it Jewel Beamon and Bancho Stingmon, which are usually just associated with the Stingmon line.
Okay.
So that was very insulting.
Oh, I see.
But one thing which used a lot of more well-known Digimon was Digimon Re-Arise, which had an entirely new line for the protagonist in Harrismon. But then it's supporting... it had 3 main supporting characters, which one of them had Elecmon, and Elecmon becomes Leomon.
Alright.
And so Elecmon, Leomon, Grappleomon, and then Saberleomon, the typical line. But then they swapped out Saberleomon for the original Digimon Heavy Leomon. We had Plotmon, and Plotmon typically goes Plotmon, Tailmon, Angelmon, Holydramon. But they replaced Holydramon with Lovely Angemon. And we had Kudamon, which typically goes Kudamon, Repamon, Tillenmon, Slepmon, but they replaced Slepmon with blanking. That's Maitamamon. But then we also had a dick smack to the face with Dorumon, which typically goes Dorumon, Dorugamon, Dorugreymon to Alphamon or Dorugarumon. So they made it become Gaiomon, which is actually a Greymon species.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty disappointing because Dorugorumon doesn't get much attention. It occasionally shows up to kill Omegamon, just for Omegamon to come back and with the X antibody and kill it instead so hard that it becomes Death Xmon. And then Gaiomon got an evolution to a form change to Gaiomon Ita mode, which I like to call Gaiomon I can't believe it wasn't Asmaria mode, because Asmaria has been a long time Digimon designer, and he is very hit or miss. He typically over-designs things, and if on the far end it's really complex designs, on the other end it ends up looking like a toy. But Gaiomon was one of his best designs because it doesn't fall into either of those. And they made Gaiomon Ita mode, which looks like Gaiomon if it was designed by Asmaria, but Gaiomon was actually designed by Asmaria and Ita mode wasn't.
Okay.
So I'm hopeful that we will get new evolutions for, Ghostmon, Sinolizamon, and Segamon and whatnot. But even still, they're pretty new Digimon, so they haven't got a lot of attention. They're from Pendulum Z, which only came out a few years ago.
Alright.
Compared to things like the Re-Arise. The Re-Arise cast are fairly old Digimon for the most part. The Survive cast were almost exclusively pretty old Digimon. So even if they do end up not being creative with these new Digimon, it would be kind of okay, because a lot of the forms they're tied to don't particularly get a lot of love because they're so young. Except for Sinolizamon sometimes tied with Blastmon, which is from Cross Wars, so it's kind of a lot older than the other Digimon the others could turn into. And I've seen some people think Omegamon might become Omegamon X antibody, but I kind of think it will just stay Omegamon. But I guess I'll have to wait and see.
Alright.
The webcomic itself will be starting this Thursday, which I get the day off. Because it's Anzac Day, lest we forget.
Okay.
And people are expecting it to be a monthly thing because it's a webcomic, which probably and hopefully it'll have substantial releases. Because I guess if they don't focus too much on the battles. I guess that won't be so bad if it's on the shorter side, because even in Yu-Gi-Oh, most duels only last a few turns.
Alright.
And then we expect the people are expecting the light novel or the novel accompanying it to be a weekly thing, which will be about a different character, Yuki. Which I saw someone say, like, maybe we'll have a Yuki Agumon in her team. Like, no, her name's Yuki, not Yuki. There's a long oo sound in Yuki. But she's paired with Impamon.
Impamon.
Yeah, which is usually associated with Beelzebumon. So people think maybe Yuki will get Bellstarmon instead, which is the gender-bent Bayonetta-themed Digimon, Beelzebumon. Especially since the current set coming out has promised Bellstarmon support. But I think that's just because this set appears to be supporting a few different things. It's adding nature spirits as a trait, which is themed around the first Digimon Pendulum release. Also, in the past couple of days, they've released cards of the Lynx Dragons, as they're called, which are the Metallic Dramon and Volcanic Dramon lines from Digimon Lynx, which is the predecessor to Digimon Re-Arise. They haven't gotten support since they were introduced a whole bunch of sets ago. So, and Bellstarmon's a popular Digimon, and she's part of the Three Musketeers, which are already a deck in the game. So, more Bellstarmon support is just adding support to something fans already enjoy. Like, she's done on a few products. I would think people are kind of looking into it a little too much. But I don't really expect much to come out of Impmon and whatnot in the light novel.
Alright.
But even if it ends up being bad, we've still got a bunch of new Digimon out of it already. So that's a redeeming factor, and why I'm pretty harsh on Digimon 5 on account of it giving us no new Digimon whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
It gave us a form change for Hong Longmon, which absolutely did not need it. It's just an evil version of Hong Longmon.
I see.
Because one thing I talk about is like what Pokemon understands is when you want to give a Pokemon more attention, you usually give it an evolution or something.
Right.
And Habu is like, oh, we're going to focus more on underutilized Digimon, which I've looked through the roster and I could not disagree with the fact that it's focusing on underutilized Digimon with a bold-faced lie.
Oh, okay.
And it didn't even bother giving evolutions to the actually underutilized Digimon like Kunimon. But the card game has already given us some pretty exciting things. We got Greymon Blue X, because Greymon Blue was without an X antibody form for years. And the card game finally gave them the nudge to finally give it one. And the same with Balmon, which is another character from Cross Wars, who was treated as Beelzemon's pre-evolution for years now. But also skipped down on us and didn't give us anything for Gumamon, but whatever.
Okay.
We have Gumamon X and Plusiamon X and nothing to go in between them. Because Gumamon becomes Plusiamon, not Vikemon. Vikemon belongs to Armadillamon. That's why it's a free attribute.
Alright.
Yeah, excited to see where it goes. Definitely more hopeful than it for Seekers, because being more visual, I don't expect paragraphs explaining to us how the good guys are mowing down hordes of nondescript Digimon. We'll actually get to see things.
Oh, okay.
They've released a few images in a trailer with a pretty cool song. So I don't know if there's gonna be motion in the comic, or if it'll just be a regular webcomic. Because usually, if it's a motion comic, you say it's a motion comic. If it's a webcomic, you say it's a webcomic.
Right.
But there wasn't any motion in the first portion of Chapter 0. I know a lot of people have also been calling it a web manga, which is completely wrong. A web manga is a manga you publish online. A web comic is a completely different format from a comic. Like a comic, you'll turn the pages and everything has to fit into the page, while a web comic is just a really long strip.
Okay.
Which is how Chapter 0 has been formatted so far.
Alright. Not. So overall, you're excited. Nice. Very cool. I like. Hey, more power to you. Digibooba? What are you talking about, Chelsea?
I think it's because of Belstamon. She has a lot of underboob.
Oh, okay. Can I see? I guess I'll have to be the judge myself.
Oh.
Let's go on.
Belstamon.
Alright. Oh, that's just Bayonetta. Oh, that's great.
She's even got the guns in her heels, but she beat Bayonetta to the triple-barreled pistols by many, many years.
Oh. Oh, okay. Did you show this to Serena? She'll.
Oh, yeah, Serena knows about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Ah, that's cool. Alright. Let's go under boob, Chelsea. Why is the boob part the focus for you?
I mean, Digimon understands what its fans want, and I was like, hey, if we give them some hot Digimon, they won't go making pervy stuff of the non-sexual Digimon and 10-year-olds of the series. Looking at you, Pokemon fans.
Yeah, but don't Digimon fans always go for the non-humanoid ones when it comes to sexualization?
I mean, only Renamon.
Only Renamon. Why specifically her?
Box.
That's it?
The furry fandom tends to enjoy characters who look like foxes.
Oh.
Foxes and rabbits. Why is Zootopia so popular?
I don't know.
It's also
I'll have to ask
the
Jarby.
way Renamon is designed, like a physical appearance.
Yeah, Renamon is the most anthropomorphic
Oh, okay.
Digimon.
Okay, then.
Man, it's not as bad as with Pokemon fans. 4chan was not a good time to be on when Sun and Moon was coming out.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about... They were sexualizing stuff from that game. And I'm not talking about the Pokemon.
Oh, that's, ooh, that's a yikes moment. Okay. I don't know. Furries are weird. So we're, I guess, 4chan. 4chan. Well, instead of like going for the Pokemon, like, I don't know, I guess kids or whatever. Or why don't you keep pushing out good visual novels? I'm having a good time. Why don't you focus on that more often than your, other activities? I don't understand 4chan. They got the potential to do some really cool shit, and then half the time they don't.
Chelsea just reminded me, Renamon's a child level.
Oh, okay.
When you sexualize Renamon, you're sexualizing a child.
Thanks, furry community.
Okay. I did not know. That's that really makes things worse. Wow. Holy shit.
There's also Systemon Blonde, who you can see her underwear in Cyber Sleuth. Like, why? Why would you do this, Habu? And I remember Habu is also the kind of guy who did this sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
There's something weird that Habu did in one of the games.
Oh.
He also made a joke about wanting to be stepped on by Lady Devimon.
Oh.
Dang it, Habu.
Okay. Well, it's
Okay, yeah. Alright, I found it.
Oh no.
You wanna guess how old this character is?
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Well, she's got a developing chest going on there, so I'm gonna say she's probably like under 10 or something.
Yeah, he said in something
Gosh.
she's around 24 to 26.
Okay.
But she lost her body in an accident, so her digital reconstruction of her body is a minor. She's a lot younger.
Oh no, no! It's a
vampire excuse.
It's a 1,000-year-old vampire loli. Oh my gosh!
She's not even a lolly. It's like, oh yeah, she's mentally in her 20s, but
Oh
physically
my gosh,
with this
no.
body in her teens.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness.
I saw that information. Like, I friggin' hate Hub.
Oh my gosh. That's awful. Oh my goodness. You know, actually, I might as well show the character SGD's talking about. Okay, come here. Come here. I might as well show this. Oh my gosh. Alright, come here. I'm just gonna do a little, yeah, let's just do a window capture. Why not? Here we go. Look. Wow, look at that! Like she looks mature, developing chest and everything. Oh no, it's the body's underage. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Japan is.
She's literally a fucking 20-year-old. So all you had to do is just fucking shut up.
Yeah, all you have to do is just shut up. Further. No, it's like, oh no. It's like, God.
He didn't have to bring up that information. He was just like, how old are these protagonists? Like, they're this old, and this character's this old. But really, her body is this old.
Oh my gosh. No. That's awful. Oh my goodness. Alright. She a nice person, Chelsea? How do you know that?
Is she?
Is she?
You said she is. Okay.
I don't know. Is she nice, SGD?
I don't know. She's from a few of the Digimon games. I've only seen her in Cyber Sleuth, and she's not that interesting a character.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of like the Nurse Joy if Nurse Joy didn't heal your Pokemon.
Okay.
She's there at the place you heal your Digimon, but she doesn't heal your Digimon.
That's lovely.
She's there. She's there to act cryptic, while not really doing anything.
Awesome. Thank you for such a useless character, then.
Oh yeah, I found another worse thing. There's
no.
There's Rena, and
okay.
Rena doesn't have an age that is discongruous with her body.
Okay.
Her mental age is her physical age, and her physical age is 14.
Okay. But... Alright, that's a 14-year-old? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I must.
If you know the mangaka that designed some of these characters, you would understand why they are the way that they are.
Okay. Wow.
Because for some reason,
14 years
old. For some reason, they got the mangaka behind "Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon" to do Digimon characters.
Okay.
Which, if you've seen the character. If you've seen the characters he draws...
What's this manga called?
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Is it...
It's time.
What is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
Hold on. I should be careful. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna look this up.
Is around the
okay.
pickup girls
That's...
in the dungeon. Yeah, it's
Okay. Yeah, I see. Oh, look at that. That's a nice developing chest there. How old is she?
she's a god, Chinggis. That's Hestia.
Let's go! Like Millionaire Deity who's like that looks like a young girl. Let's go, Japan! Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay.
So
Okay,
I'm glad
Tim.
Hubbles gone. A
Okay.
lot of people think he got fired. Like, no, he just got removed from his position. I wouldn't be celebrating if he got fired.
You
Like, it's when
would be
Masuda
so-
got. It's like when
Okay.
Masuda got promoted out of Pokemon. I was celebrating that because he didn't lose his job.
Oh, I see. Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, like Habu was. The funny thing about Habu was he wasn't even a Digimon fan when he was put on the franchise.
Oh,
So
okay.
clearly he was there to make money,
Mm.
and he failed to do that. He put out a lot of games in the first few years, and then a massive drought, and then he lost his job because 7 years after Digimon Cyber Sleuth came out, he's like, "Here are 3 details on Digimon's next Digimon story game.
Mm.
It's going to be set in the digital world. It's going to be aimed at a younger audience, and it's going to be about the Olympus 12." And that was it.
Mm.
Then a year later, he lost his job, lost his position. It was like, and they still 2 years on have nothing to show for it.
Oh,
like-
okay.
Yeah, I think Bandai was very not happy because
Mm.
he kept asking like, "Hey, can we do this? Like, are you making it? Will it make us money? No, but are you making us money? Not really, but get out."
Oh, I see. Wow. Oh, thank you, Japan.
Like, yeah, those kinds of characters. Like, I'm not really a fan of these designs. Like, I like the characters for Liberator designs because a lot of the time, Digimon protagonists look like normal people,
Mm-hmm.
but they're at the same time designed in a way you can tell that they're the protagonist, and it's pretty consistent for most of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Except for some of the video games, particularly the ones Habu was in charge of.
Okay.
They look less like they look more anime-esque and less like normal people.
Mm.
And it's not even going into Apple Monsters, which is just generic anime character designs everywhere.
Alright, you really hate that series.
I've seen a lot of media, and I'm gonna be honest, none of them even come close to how bad Apple Monsters is.
Wow. Alright then. Mika says you heard that you watched your bridge version of it and got to basically destroying the IRS? Digimon Abridged has an IRS joke?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't even think they made it to Devimon in the abridged series. So they were still in the first handful of episodes of the adventure.
Oh. Can we declare war on Japan again, Ray? Ray, dropping the nukes is probably what caused all this in the first place, remember? Oh, whoa, hold on. I just realized what happened to our PNG things there. Whoa. Things started going out of ham. Whoopsie daisies.
Yeah, I've said that before, but like, if you guys dropped 3 nukes on them, everything you hate would just be so much worse.
Exactly, so. So yeah. Alright.
2 nukes is just just the right amount. The right enough amount to give us Godzilla.
Exactly.
I started to imagine what another bomb would do to Godzilla.
Well, thanks to Anime
Paid
Guy.
any attention? I never paid any attention to Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? So
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
I didn't know that was an abridged series.
I didn't know that either. I thought you were talking about Digimon Abridged, so. Okay. Oh. So drops. Ray, are you not? Okay, there has to be like a delay, like between like the audio and and you typing Ray. Nukes are the reason why Japan is the way it is, Ray. Ray, it was because we dropped 2 bombs on them that they decided to come up with tentacle hentai. I mean, they already had a thing with tentacles already, but like, that's how they were able to go. Oh, this is how we could get around censorship stuff. Tentacles. So,
there's also the culture they've taken from America that has led to certain things. So,
you thought the abridged version was great, anime guy? All right. I don't know anything about the actual, the actual show Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon, so I know nothing about it. Other than, let's go, there's one of the main girls is actually like a 1,000-year-old god. Whoa! Alright. Well, alright then. Alright, so is there anything else that you want to say about Digimon Liberator?
I think I've said everything I've wanted to.
Alright then. Alright. A third of their GDP was spent on the Navy. The other 2 was on the Army, anime guy. Okay. Cool. I don't know my Japanese history other than Nukes made Godzilla. No, that's as far as I know, so. Alright. I don't know, I'll learn more about Japanese history once I play Like a Dragon Ishin. That's how I'll learn my history. Teach me history, Kazuma Kiryu. Alright. With that case, then we can move on to our last topic of tonight. Look at that. Short podcast tonight. Well, shorter than normal. Alright then. Alright. Nicholas.
Yes.
You showed me Sonic the Hedgehog, the TV series.
Indeed.
Sad AM.
I found the quote.
Oh,
Ray
okay.
is physically 14 years old.
Oh my gosh, stop.
The wikis don't record that for pretty good reason, I guess.
Okay.
It's like, her age is 24 to 26. That's all you need to know.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Hobble. Thank you, you son of a bitch. Alright.
No, Sonic Sad AM.
Yeah, Sonic Sad AM. What?
One of the first cartoons Sonic made for the Sonic IP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was actually the second, but it also aired alongside Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which probably confused some people.
I mean, 1 minute you're watching animation's sexiest fat man. And the next you know, why is Robotnik a piece of shit? So...
he's just excited by the very fact that he exists.
By the very fact that he exists.
One minute you're in hot chick heaven, the other minute you're surviving an
fucking hot chick heaven.
Hot chick heaven.
You're surviving, trying to survive a roboticized genocide.
Mm.
Oh, Changus.
Yes.
Have I shown you Sonic top 10 hottest Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh yeah. Top 10 hottest Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, what a fucking... That was amazing.
That's gonna go down in internet history. Hot
Indeed.
chick heaven. But anyways, you finally showed me Sad AM.
So Sonic Sad AM follows a group of freedom fighters led by Princess Sally, E, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
And they fight Dr. Robotnik, who in most companies is trying to take over the world. This guy already did.
He just wants to make the world a worse place.
Yeah, that's pretty much this Robotnik's MO. Make things even worse than they already are. I kind of have to applaud him on just how much of a fucking douche he is because of it.
I kind of like that though. It's just.
I know. It's great.
Good job, Robotic. You took over. What's next? Make things worse, Sniffly.
Make things so much worse. Oh yes.
Oh yes. Okay, sir. So.
And basically, they're pretty much they're just trying to save what little they have and regain their city. Because if they don't, they're gonna be roboticized, which a fate worse than death. Because instead of actively killing people, you get turned into a robot
with no free will.
Yep.
And you're conscious.
What a horrifying adaptation of Badniks.
Oh, that's right. Those are never really occurred to me until you just pointed. Those were supposed to be like Badniks. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Thanks, Julian. I can't believe his name's Julian, though. That's kind of funny. Like you got Ivo, Robotnik, and then the show you got Julian.
You get the funny German man wanting to make a theme park, and then here comes the Greek man wanting to exterminate organic life.
It's beautiful. It's truly poetic.
Gosh, it's just fucking great. It's just,
yeah.
This guy just wants to make things so much worse than everything is. Like, smell that polluted air, Sniffly. Life is good.
I love how you told me, Nick, after we finished the show, that like the plans for season 3 would reveal that he came from a human colony, but he just fucked it up. So he's on Mobius now to also fuck it up.
Yep.
It's like this man literally just lives to make everything worse.
That's a power move there.
That is a power move. Because of that, I really do just kind of like this Robotnik.
I know he's one of my favorites.
He's so unapologetically like actual genuine evil. I love it. Funny enough, like this is why I never mentioned this like early on in the podcast, but this is also kind of another reason why I'm not too big on the whole Optimus and Megatron were friends origin story, is because I just like the idea that Megatron was always just like this like piece of shit and Optimus has to fucking stop him. Smell the smelting thing.
Soon everywhere this will be the atmosphere. Life is good.
I know, it's great. I guess before I tell my side, real quick, how did you come to what was your experience with Sad AM, Nick?
So basically, my experience with Sad AM is essentially I'm just going through YouTube because I'm a huge fucking Sonic kick after discovering him. And I'm basically going through wow, this is neat. I'm liking this stuff. and I learned about the show Sonic SAT.AM. So the thing is, the first bit of Sonic I was exposed to was actually the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Christmas Blast, which actually had Sally in it in a cameo. Thing is, it was like, oh, so it was like, I guess she only appears there or something. But then I learned, see the first episode, I just end up watching Sonic's Nightmare.
Okay.
And when I'm watching, I'm like, oh, so that's where she's from. Wait, she has her own show? Like, she's part of a different group of characters?
Oh, Magic.
And so I end up watching Sonic SAT.AM.
Nice. Alright. And then I guess my experience was just you showed it to me.
I just fucking showed it to you.
Yeah. I guess I could say like my overall thoughts. Overall, I think this was really fun. This is clearly, this is like peak, like, well, I wouldn't say it's peak Saturday morning cartoons, but like this is like, like that like era of Saturday morning cartoons. Like, oh yeah, like this is something like you would put on, you would turn on TV, you'd change the channel. It's like, oh, there it is. There it is. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like, oh, that's great. And so like, yeah, I could see like, like young people having fun time, and just for like Sonic fans in general, this is a nice experience. This is, at first there was definitely a lot that was very different to what I know, from Sonic, because my experience with Sonic really just comes down to, I played some of the games. Nick's told me a lot about like the overall lore and stuff. You told me a lot about Archie comics.
Which Archie stuff this is heavily based on.
It is. So you told me that, but like some stuff overall just like it was kind of like I in a sense like it was kind of like a whiplash. Like for example, like one of the biggest things was Tails very heavily emphasized more on the idea of being like Sonic's younger like brother. Well, and it's like because normally Tails he's the genius, he's the inventor, right? But then no, apparently that role goes to Rotor, the walrus, and meanwhile Tails is just only the younger brother. So it's just kind of funny. So like how like Tails will get into like certain situations like, Tails, you could just build a gun. It's like Sonic, help me. Tails, you could build a gun. like my first impression of Tails was it was literally just that it was just Dubus Goobus, like the Sonic cartoons, like just Tails being just like this little baby. It's like I like this Tails, if he wasn't inventor, would pretty much just be the epitome of Dubus, like comedic version of Tails, just the little kids like Tails, what'd you do? Oh, while she was distracted, I built a machine to knock her out so I can free myself.
So I can escape.
You can do that? Sonic, I have an IQ of 300. Why are you surprised? I don't know. You ask so much, innocent stuff. Like if MatPat was right. Well, because I value your opinion.
I'm too busy solving technological problems. I have no time for MatPat. That's why I asked you, because I trust your judgment.
Do
you want to go get J dogs?
No, I think I need to sit down and process this.
Okay, dude.
Yeah, so Tails here is very much just the younger brother. That's actually kind of why I really loved the episode Drood Henge, because Tails is not only is it like Tails growing up, but now you see him like also starting to get into more like some of the like the tech stuff. It's like, oh, there we go, good job, Tails. Pretty soon you're gonna be building weapons of mass destruction. I'm proud of you. So yeah. Sally's cool. I like Sally. The best way I can describe Sally is I remember telling you this, Nick. That is that one meme from Fairly Odd Parents where like Trixie's like to Tim like, "You're my new best friend," and she rips a picture, and then the girl has a heart attack on the escalator. It's like whenever Sally and Sonic are together, I just imagine Amy on an escalator somewhere in the mall having a heart attack. Ah! So yeah, it's a very sweet relationship. I like it. Sonic is Sonic. I don't know. Like there's a lot of his characterization that's honestly like it's pretty it's Sonic. I guess he can come across a little bit more like impulsive. But, like, I that's just, mostly for the sake of, like, storytelling. Like, Sonic, wait up! No, wait, hey, Sally! Oh, dang, I should have waited up. So, but, but it's in his character, it's Sonic is impatient, so. So, yeah, so, like, whenever, like, Sonic, it really does feel like this is in character for Sonic, just, kind of more, like, younger, immature Sonic, Like he's not like I don't see Saturday Sonic going Super Sonic against the Titans from Sonic Frontiers anytime soon. Maybe he will. Who knows? Well, he's but like yeah. I hate to imagine what this Sonic would do if he met Surge. That's not gonna go well. Rotor's fine. He's there. He's mostly just the tech guy. Bunny, she's also there. She's neat. I don't mind Bunny. Oh, Uncle Chuck. I actually really love Uncle Chuck. He's great, Nick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I really love Uncle Chuck, and also all the episodes of Uncle Chuck are also some of my favorite. Like that, because I like it. It is a very interesting idea. Like the fact that like, oh my gosh, that's like my family member just is stuck in this robotic shell, and he's so like every time Sonic's saying like, don't worry, Uncle Chuck, we'll come back for you. Like Uncle Chuck can't do anything, but he's aware of everything though. It's like, man, that's gotta be soul crushing for Uncle Chuck. But he's great though, and then also the idea that like Uncle Chuck eventually gains the willpower to like just even though he's still the roboticized body, his mind's back to normal. He's still kicking, so that's cool. Was there Cree Summer, she's as Dulcie. She's all right. There was a whole episode just about essentially her. I like to call it Dulce's in not heat, but maybe. I don't know. I don't understand dragons. So. Also, I didn't know Frank Welker was doing all the SWAT bots, so that's cool.
That was Jim Cummings.
Really? Why does Wikipedia says it was Frank Welker?
He might have done some. Yeah.
It's both. Yeah.
Oh, it's both. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I guess I could also say just Jim Cummings in general as Robotnik is great. Again, Robotnik's just this vile piece of shit, and I love it. And then I also love how also Charlie Adler as Sniffly. That's my favorite character because Sniffly. Oh no! Ah!
Yes, sir.
I loved that was an actual part of the show. I thought that was just only for that like one like animation video you showed me. It was just out of
No.
context, but no, that was in the show, just straight up. Sniffly. Oh no! Ah!
Yes, sir.
Also, Robotnik and Sniffly, it's just Megatron and Starscream. That's their entire relationship. I love it.
You should have listened to me, you toad. What was that, Snivelly? I meant, oh, what a brilliant plan, sir.
So I really love it. Charlie Adler really does fit. Charlie Adler really is also the perfect Starscream as well. Because you know, as Starscream, he can just do his sniffly voice, but also I just love also just his Starscream voice in general. Just
I know.
Oh, my master! How it pains me to so weak.
Charlie Adler, the perfect Starscream, because
Yeah.
he can do two voices and they fit.
I guess also there was the third voice he used in the first Transformers movie.
So that's just the third voice he did. You know, the oh my master, but with some audio filter.
Oh, okay. Well, but there was also the voice he used in was like the Revenge of the Fallen game.
That's same deal.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, but yeah, so it's like,
Oh, my master.
so yeah, it's so Charlie Adler, he's great. I think I've covered all the characters. Yeah. I like them. I like them all. It's yeah. So this is it's a really fun show. What are you laughing for? I don't want to talk about him.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Okay. Real talk. I'm not gonna lie. I can see why you would like this show, Nick. Again, it's a fun show. Just
One major flaw holding it back.
He really, honestly, just drags down the whole show because just every time he's on screen, I can't. Rob Paulson, great voice actor, by the way. Rob Paulson's great voice actor.
Phenomenal. One of the best.
Love that dude. As Antoine, I don't like Antoine. So Antoine, the French cowardly guy.
Well, Chang instead is the writer's issue, not the voice actor.
No, yeah, but I can't with Antoine. Like, the whole joke is, oh, you know, he's the like the French stereotypical like coward who like pretends to be brave, and it's like that's it. That's the joke. He's just annoying. I can't lie. He's just annoying. I don't like him. He really is just annoying. So like, and he's in like almost every episode.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help. So like, he really just, I don't know. At least to me, he really just does drag everything down.
Yeah.
So I can't love the show as you do, Nick, just because he really just drags down. I don't like him.
Yeah. So let me say this, just because by saying this, it really brings up a lot of things in perspective, like make you go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
If Antoine's the worst character in Sat AM, it's honestly shocking that he is as good as he is.
Mm-hmm.
In Archie, because wow, what a fucking glow up.
Yeah. How does he get with Bunny? That's shocking.
You'll know. You'll learn.
Cause like my only exposure to Antoine so far is this, and like him, Bunny. Either she must have gotten with him out of pity. Because there's no way he would ever score. It also doesn't help that like another recurring gag with him is he's like the rival interest to Sally for Sonic. Like, oh, I'm competing with Sonic for Sally. It's like, I don't like you though. So, yeah, I just don't like Antoine. He's kind of nah. At least he's not more annoying than Charmy or Omachow.
No. Don't. No.
No, he's pretty bad, Chelsea.
It's getting late. I gotta head out.
Alright, have a good night, Matchstick.
Guys, have a good night.
Have a good night, Mesh.
And there he goes. Yeah. But I mean, overall, it's a really fun show. There's some great moments here and there. I really do like it. Again, that one character really just kind of just drags down everything. But other than that, like, there's some actually like some really good episodes here. This is some good Saturday morning television right here. I gotta say, I think when it comes to like Saturday morning like television cartoon stuff, I don't know. I always just go to Transformers first, just because that's I like Transformers. But like Saturday AM is not bad. Yeah, it's really fun. It's just a fun time. That's really what it is. It's very fun. I really like it. Oh, Nicole, the computer. At first, she's a very minor like character. I want to say, yeah, she's a character. She's very minor, but then like I love that after that one episode. Afterwards, she and Sonic just became really close. So it's like, like when she's talking to Sally, it's normal. And then whenever Sonic's like, "Hey Nicole, Hey Nicole, speak English." You got it, Sonic, my man. Oh no.
Sonic, you ruined her.
So, also,
That's a weird way of saying improved in every single way.
Oh, also forgot to mention, Sonic is voiced by Jaleel White. Steve Urkel is Sonic.
Did I do that?
Jaleel? There is no Jaleel.
Only Sonic. It's always been Sonic.
So yeah, Steve Urkel is Sonic. He's not bad. I like Jaleel as Sonic. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jaleel White would. Yeah, he is the first Sonic voice, first English one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is right. He is.
Period.
Yeah.
And he will continue to be Sonic until Ryan Drummond replaces him in Adventure.
Oh yeah, this is happening.
Ryan Drummond's kind of changed. My perception of Ryan Drummond's kind of changed because now all I can think about whenever he does the Sonic voices, wow, he did that while in bed. that amazes me that she asked Ryan to do the Sonic voice.
Oh yeah, this is happening.
So, but no, Jaleel, I like him as Sonic. I don't know. I just mostly grew up with oh my gosh, why is his name escaping my mind?
Jason Griffith.
No, not Jason Griffith. Oh my.
Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you,
Roger.
Roger. Yeah, I grew up mostly with Roger as Sonic, so, but so it is a little like at first it is like a little weird hearing Jaleel as Sonic, but he's not bad. Yeah, so, but yeah, Jaleel as Sonic, he's cool. Yeah, everyone does everyone does a really good job when it comes to voice work. Even Rob Paulsen. I don't like his character, but Rob Paulsen, he's still doing his best. I like him. So yeah. Overall, this is it's a very fun show. I really like it. I guess that's all I gotta say about Sat AM. You got anything else you want to say about Sat AM, Nick?
Great, fantastic. Oh, fun fact. I will say this before I say it again. Canceled too early, but you want to know one of the reasons? Do.
Yeah, Power Rangers is kind of a blessing and a curse, so. Aw, man. Rip Power Rangers.
Do.
She's got Trini's got Ebola. Oh, no way. She did.
She did.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow, wow, wow, wow, wow. Oh, it's terrible. What was I gonna say? Yeah, but overall, I think everyone should. I think if you're a Sonic fan, you should definitely check out Sat AM. And if you're not a Sonic fan, it's still fun Saturday morning television, and you'll enjoy. And it's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just right there. It's right there. It's on YouTube. Oh my goodness. So yeah. You know what? Actually, here, let me get the playlist that we used, and I'll drop that link in chat. Here we go. Whip. There we go. Sat AM. I guess I could also put this in the public server. There we go. Sat AM. Wow, 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 wow. Alright. So yeah, so if you want to check out Sat AM, there you go. So, with that said then, that's it. That's all our topics. What do you know? What do you know? There we go. And we've only been going for like a little over 3 hours, so short podcast. There we go. All right. So, which episode do you watch? Because they're scrambled? What? Oh, playlist is...
We watched all of them.
No, the playlist I linked is in order. It's all in order.
The only one that's technically out of order is that you should actually watch the 13th episode first, because that was the original pilot.
Right, that's technically the pilot, so... But no, if you're getting confused by like, oh my gosh, Sonic, 101, 102, that just means Sonic, season 1, episode 1, and etc. So, but yeah, so there you go. That's all Sat AM right there for you to watch. All right, so with that said, then since we're done out of the topics, we'll be calling it here a short podcast. So, with that said then, thanks everyone who came. Thanks everyone watching the replays and stuff. Miss Stretch. Oh my gosh. My arms. Damn it. Oh, my arms still are so fucking sore from going to the gym. Ugh. Alright. Thanks everyone who came. Thanks for watching the replays. And until next time, good night.